What up, y'all? Tell Rihanna dying, you feel me? Hey, this the platform, bitch. Hey, this that platform shit. Yeah, who's the best when it comes to this game? If you with the Mortal Kombat, I'ma leave you in flames. It's the platform, I knock a bitch right out of their shoes. A street fighter till I die, I hit like Ken and Ryu. I punish niggas like Tekken 007 with a weapon. Teach a fuckboy a lesson, I'm double dragon, no wrestling. Shoot the 3 and cross you over, you can call me 2K. And the devil may cry 1,000 times, but watch what you say. Because this is my Call of Duty, so by now you should know me. Cut a motherfucker in half and then slide out like Shinobi. Steal your car and catch a charge, fuck it, this Grand Theft Auto. Double dribble around a nigga and let the blood stain follow. This the platform, yeah. This the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah. This that platform shit. This the platform, yeah.
She knows that.
She shouldn't have to lie about her age. Look, I'd tell anybody my age. I don't give.
She wanted to. I don't know. She was trying to be all extra. You know how men look at the age and they be all judgmental. I'm like, listen, if you like the chick, you like the chick.
And like you said, if you like follow her on Instagram and shit, and like her live tweets, so people are calling her old and a hag and shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No, she looks good.
She look real.
Listen, my wife is older than me. Hey, my wife is older than me. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Trust me.
An older woman.
Well, I mean, by how many years?
Yeah. I mean, she's 5 years older than me.
See,
and,
that's not
look, ain't nothing wrong with that, and it shouldn't matter. Society tells women that we depreciate after 30, which is some bullshit.
Yeah.
I look like bullshit. This, so that's a lie.
Here's the funny thing.
I agree with that.
Y'all remember Aaron Taylor Scott? Used to be in Kick-Ass, that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dude plays Kick-Ass? Yeah, I know he's married. Yeah, I'm talking about. He plays Quicksilver. You know his wife is 50.
Yeah, she was. I remember her.
Yeah.
She was older. She was married before, and then they
married him. And he was 20. Yeah, he was 26 when they got married. 25.
They met when he was like 19, though. I think.
My mom and dad.
And they started dating when he was like 20 something.
Yeah.
My mom and dad was 22 years apart from them when they were married.
What?
I mean, age-wise, they were 22 years.
But when did they meet, though?
Was the dad older or was the mom older?
My dad was older. My mom was young.
When did they meet?
All right. Well, guess what, everybody? I'm older. I'm older, and I'm the host. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform episode.
I'm older. I'm the host. Feel like a damn 12-year-old lesbian.
Episode 241.
I'm older and I'm the host.
Where motherfuckers is about to get it. No, I'm just playing. Episode 241. We are talking the Game Awards today. The aftermath, which is going to cover some of the top. We're not going to cover everything because the Game Awards was long than a bitch. So we're not going to cover everything. But we are going to.
Say it again, motherfucker.
We're gonna cover some points.
Say it again.
It's long than a bitch. I said it again. But we are going to
put some steak on that shit. It was long.
It was long than a bitch. There it is. A steak on.
There you go.
But no, for real though.
In case ran to call it a bitch.
Thank you for that, host. We're gonna talk about the Game Awards today, and we are gonna talk about also that pedo that got fired from Sony. And
under the radar.
And the lack, remember we talked about it, so we will cover that as well. And even though this was a Game Awards thing, I want this to be separate, and that's Sonic's trailer. So we'll cover Sonic 2's trailer, and that's pretty much it for today. Let's go ahead and start with our introductions in no particular order, starting with the Black CM Punk, Big Cloud, aka Bot Cloud. What up, man? What's going on, bro?
Fucks.
Oh shit! This motherfucker. If he likes the trailer for Xbox, he's automatically at Xbox.
Right? Fuck the Oscars. Fuck the trailers. Fuck the fanboys. Fuck the Oscars. Anything is fucking capable, man.
I'm gonna give this to my daughter. I'm gonna give this to my daughter.
For those you don't have daughters, you want to go make one. I love that fucking guy. That dude was fucking
hilarious.
Joseph
Fair, shout out to him.
He's fucking hilarious, dude. Had the best moment of all time. He said, "Fuck the Oscars."
He said,
came back,
"Fuck the
and he
Oscars."
said, "Even though I can't say it, the Oscars did. They fucked because I won."
I know.
I was like, "I love this guy. I love this guy. I love this fucking guy. I love him. Fucking amazing."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He was in his bag. This man won 3 categories.
I know.
One of which he was surrounded by Nintendo games. We thought Nintendo was a sure winner. He fucking not only bodied Nintendo, he won Game of the Year, and he won best fucking multiplayer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
That's crazy. That's
and best
crazy.
family game. So
damn,
right? Yeah. Woo! So it's good shit. So Joseph Fair, shout out to you, bro. Shout out. Next up, we got Bad Bella. What's going on, Bella? I see your edges is at 100%.
I see the whip.
So what's going on, Bella? How you doing?
It's in the corner. Yo, screenshot this. It's in the corner.
I've been working on I've been working on tightening up my shooting strats, and mostly in Val, but I feel like when I play Val, it reflects on other games, since Val, out of all of my games, is the hardest one to play. So I've literally been looking up videos on how to tighten my shooting strats better. Because like I feel like I'm already, pretty good, but I want to be like, I want to build to professional level. So I've been doing that, actually. That's what I've been doing all week. Literally tightening, literally changing my keybinds and everything for this shit. So I don't know. I'm kind of taking it serious a little bit.
That is fucking.
You want to kill people professionally?
Yeah.
I love it.
Become a fucking bounty hunter.
I love it because that's the killer. I like the kill. I kill. It's kill. I kill.
Run from the Mandalorian. Listen.
Every time I see Bella, I'm just kill. I kill. That's what it is.
If she
you should see Bella. When Bella be killing, you should see her face. She be so concentrated. She just.
Yes, it's scary, bro.
And then when she kill him, motherfucker, she
like laser.
She kill him, motherfucker.
Watch this, bro. Bella, open your eyes.
Blow our weapons right out the edges.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, open your eyes, Bella.
Pull the weapons right out the damn edges.
Bella be concentrating.
Through his shoe.
I feel like Bella can literally rip off her edges and turn them into a weapon, and put them on the weapon.
Make them all stylish and shit with your blood. Put them back.
Yeah, remember Ivy? Y'all remember Ivy from Soul Calibur?
Yes.
I swear, her edges. She could pull out her edges and turn it into a whip, and then put it back on her forehead and just go right back to
it. Would absolutely pay to see that.
She basically turns into Sindel. Fuck all that.
That's like both two badass motherfuckers.
Big Cloud, you absolutely right. You want to know why? Because Bella just as loud as Sindel.
Oh shit!
Okay, get him.
I actually agree. I actually said. No, it's funny because I said I wanted to cosplay as the current Sindel because I'm like, hold on, she got a lot of mouth on her. We kind of got that in common.
You got a lot of mouth on her because she's horny as hell. Do you not realize every single man in MK11 that she had a conversation with?
And that shit went.
This shit says.
Listen, you think I'm playing? Go on YouTube right now. Go on YouTube right now and listen to the dialogue between Sindel and every man.
That shit,
It returned. That's funny as fuck, man.
Wants the BBC from Jax. That's what she said.
What?
You can go on YouTube and type in MK11 dialogue Sindel and every man in the roster. Yeah,
why am I looking up the Jax one? I'm just going.
She want that BBC. All right, well, welcome, Bella.
I mean, it's been a long winter for Sindel, though, hasn't it?
It has, man. I guess the motherfucker being on lockdown get you through. Being on lockdown make you feel some type of way.
Sindel been dead for how long? I'm just saying, she been dead.
Right.
Dead. She got revived. Her pussy got revived.
That sex drive was on 11.
How you feel about that? Like Jax literally said, we don't even got to fight, and she was like, no, we can be physical in other ways.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. She need it.
Sindel's the one. That's no power, bro. How you gonna get revived?
That shit was missing. That shit was missing. That shit was missing R-Truth.
He said it was R-Truth.
It was missing R-Truth. How that shit go? I don't think that's PG.
Right.
Her ass literally in your face.
I don't think that's PG.
All right. Well, welcome, Bella.
Nah, that's Bella. That's Bella.
Literally, that was the first thing to come up with her.
I know her
propositioning him. I'm like, bro, why are you doing this to me?
I'm not the one that said Sindel. That was Big Cloud.
No,
that's crazy. All right, that's crazy. Next up, we got Big Mike. What up, man? What's going on, bro?
Not much. What up? Just chilling. Playing some video games, watching TV, relaxing. That's about it. Went and bought Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine and Life is Strange True Colors.
Okay. All right. I see you. What up, Frozen? Fuck you, man. I beat fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Now what? And that was
Already?
2021. Yeah, I beat Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. So fuck you.
Damn.
But anyway, welcome, Big Mike.
Damn, they dropped new suits in Spider-Man? Oh,
Yeah,
think so.
two new suits.
Yeah.
Two new suits from No Way Home.
son of a bitch. They oversaturating. Holy fuck.
I know, they got the Grand Theft Auto shit.
Let's go.
All right.
This is Danny beat one game.
I know, I
everyone.
see him. Fuck you, bros. All right, next up, we got Dave D, a.k.a. Mr. No Cam, a.k.a. Don'tPlayGames.com.
I mean, no can. He better
What
turn that
up,
camera.
what up, Dave, man? What's going on, dude?
Better turn that
What
shit
up,
on,
what
dog.
up, what up, everybody? Bing bong, fuck your life.
Fucking life.
Bing bong, get off that chain, dog.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
What up, y'all? I'm gonna be on camera just a minute. Y'all get to see Pretty Boy Floyd here in just a minute. But we were just playing Icarus last night. These
Yeah,
dudes
Pretty
kept me
Boy
up like I
Floyd
was
is going to be a
16 years
mirror
old.
image.
These dudes tried to keep me up like I was 16 years old last night playing fucking Icarus. That's pretty much
Are you
what
feeling
I'm
it?
playing.
Are you feeling
I'm
it?
feeling. I'm hurt because
A lot of
we
me
have
and
to
Bella
do
got the
today.
same glass.
You probably got your cam off because you're getting your Island Boy hair done.
Oh, God. We were some island boys.
Island Boys.
All right.
That
What's
is
going
so
on?
garbage. Keep on doing the show with that shit.
What's going on, everybody? I am Dan the Man. I'm the host here at the platform,
Bella.
and I've been playing some Icarus and trying to play shit. I also played some Myth of Empires. I played that too.
That's what it is.
And
Jesus.
and so that's pretty much what I've been fucking with. Icarus really has been ruling my life. So that's pretty much it. All right, let's get into it here. So the Game Awards was 2 days ago, and we checked out that long ass show. It was good. It was long as shit, but it was good. And there was a lot of actually good coming out of this show, including the world premieres. They definitely did a better job of showing a lot of the world premieres and just having them show, just more of them. Because usually there's a lot of stuff and it's kind of a lot of little stuff, but maybe a couple of big announcements. There was actually quite a lot of big announcements on this show, which I can appreciate because that helps with the overall, of the show. It makes you hype because it's like, what's next? What the fuck are they going to announce, So that was pretty damn good. There was some... I would say there's really only one category that I felt like was bullshit, and we'll get into that, and that's best performance. So we'll talk about that a little bit after what we're going to cover right now. Right now, what we're going to cover is just a couple of the trailers. We're just going to take a peek at them. I'm not going to go through every trailer, but I'm going to pick some of the kind of like marquee ones, and we'll go over those, and then we will cover the actual nominees. So
whatever you do, don't show the Matrix, right?
No, I'm not. That wasn't one that I had in mind. That was, it was more so just some.
No, I was giving a heads up because they were copyright claims.
Yeah, I heard that. Yep, I heard about it. But I think if you co-streaming that day,
I got it too, even with co-stream.
You did. Okay. All right. Fuck. All right, so
just FYI, I got it even with the coach.
Damn, because they said that shit was okay. All right, so I got to make sure.
Well, he did say in the fine print there was going to be some shit that he didn't have control over. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that was it. But I'm like, what's the point? Even, you know what I mean? Like,
all right, what's the point of even doing that if it isn't going to help? So, all right, well, let's take a look. We're just gonna go ahead and fucking. What up, Game of Despair? I see you, bro. First overall disappointing announcement. He's a Game of Zaddy. I see you.
Put respect on his name. It's Gaming Zaddy.
Oh shit! What up, Care Bears? I see you. So let's take a look at some of the trailers here. We're just gonna take a peek at the first one. It's no in particular order. Let's take a look at the teaser for Wonder Woman. Here we go.
My daughter,
yes, sir.
a new threat.
And hopefully this is gonna be good. This is the Mordor.
It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fucking good. Nemesis system. That shit.
You know what pissed me off though when I saw this?
Who's
Dude
the
saying Superman couldn't be done. But we got
no, if they could do Wonder Woman, they could do Superman. That's
yeah,
for sure. So we need to see how it goes because That's my thing. It's like if you can do Wonder Woman, then you can definitely do Superman. Because Wonder Woman is like damn near as strong. She's not as strong, but
yeah, she's not stronger than him, but she's as strong.
She's close though. You know, she's real close. So that was the quick trailer for Wonder Woman. It is the same devs for Mordor, Shadow of Mordor. So you already know the combat is going to be pretty fucking dope. BitCloud, what you think, man? What you thinking on this? You think it's gonna be something that's gonna move some major shit, or it might falter a little bit? What you thinking?
So, personally, I'm actually happy on some real shit to not only see her get her game. This seems like to be the generation of superheroes.
It is, dude. Movies taking over, right? Like,
yeah, and I'm all for it. Obviously, we had Batman before. We got this big increased popularity with it, with Spider-Man now being the thing. Wonder Woman getting it. Suicide Squad looks amazing. It's a lot of cool shit to look out for. I'm all for it. I really do want to see. You know what I want to see personally, especially after playing Mortal Kombat. I want to see Spawn get a game.
That'd be dope.
Of this caliber.
Yeah,
I want to see that be a thing.
who would handle the development for that? Who would you trust with that?
With Spawn? Shit.
Insomniac?
Yeah, man. Who would you trust with that, man?
Insomniac is one. I'll get that to Insomniac. I would get that to Rocksteady for sure.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know they can handle that. And hell, what studio is making Wonder Woman? I think they could do
Shadow
a good job
Mordor
with
Studio.
Shadow Mordor,
I think they could do a good job with Spawn. But Punisher is another one. Superman is another one.
I would love to play Punisher
Superman.
one, dude. Because Punisher's like, you already know. If you know that story of the Punisher, you know that Punisher don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, Superman
so
is
that
another.
shit's gonna be bloody, gory, fucked up story. With
And
the
you know
Punisher.
what's funny? Like, even though they botched the shit out of the Avengers game, and unfortunately, Black Panther is associated with that garbage ass game. Black Panther is another game I would love to see done.
No fucking doubt.
Without a doubt. And also, y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this, but I think Iron Man fits Sony perfect as like a cinematic game that they can really push the boundaries with. They actually did it. They did a VR game, but I'm talking about a full.
Yeah, they did a VR game. It was okay.
Yeah, we're not talking about VR. We're talking about that next tier shit where you really add more to it. You
It's like, but is it
Spider-Man? You know what I mean? I will love that.
I would love to, get an Iron Man game like you're talking about.
Not like the one that we had on PS3 and shit. That shit was
no, that was
hot.
garbage.
Bella, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you
Captain
think
America is another one?
Let me ask you this, Bella. Do you think Wonder Woman would get the same type of like woke hate? Because you know how they hate, that second movie that came out with Wonder Woman. They claimed it was like a over feminized type, like feminazi type shit. Do you think this game? Yeah, man. Because there was a lot of like, they tried to say that they made all the dudes in the movie stupid, and So do you think this game being announced is going to have that same type of blowback? I haven't seen it yet, but do you think it could happen?
Yeah. I mean, the simple fact is when a woman's a main character,
Appreciate that, host,
or it's like a woman of color, even when it's not a woman of color, it's automatically just feminist, and it's ridiculous at this point because it's like you do realize women existed around the same amount of time as men, so like I don't understand why we can't do something without a big label being slapped on it. She's existed as a character for a lot of time. You can play this game, and then I'm pretty sure there's going to be guys coming out like, oh, I can't play this. This is a girl's game. No! It's a game for everybody. I literally play games.
They got to put it in a bubble to sound edgy. Bella. They got to do it.
And that's another thing, Big Cloud.
They do it to sound edgy.
I swear, they branch everything under edgy when it comes to stuff like that, too. And it just makes me sick. Like, please, if you just have a biases, just say that. But don't try to make it seem like they're forcing people to play women. Like, it's not a thing. Mm-hmm. You could just choose not to fucking play instead of bitching about it. I mean, come on. There's lots of games that I don't like that I just choose not to play.
Well, you about to love what I'm about to say to you because we had this good conversation about last time, but it was involving Saints Row. I noticed all the hate is gone after seeing that gameplay.
What?
Yeah.
And you know why? You know why? Because there was that argument about they don't want to play as somebody black.
Said it was woke. Ain't nobody saying shit about the game.
Well, I mean, if you step on somebody's face and put a
Yeah.
rocket to it, like that's not a woke situation. Like that's violence. That is violence. What up, Hunter?
Though.
I see you.
That's my point, though. I hate when people talk shit when you haven't seen it.
Like,
No, here's the other
Yeah.
kicker. Remember, the devs put out and said that the character that they're using to present the game, it was they just made it in game. It wasn't like a character. It's not a character you're forced to play. They just chose to make a black female.
Right.
They said you can make player one white male number one, right? Like you don't have to play that. So, and I think a lot of people saw that and were like, "Ooh, rip."
And people say pandering, and that's another word like people like to throw around. They say they're
pandering.
Well,
the pandering, they're pandering to black people, and it's
I hate that word. I hate that word.
Like, shut the fuck up.
The problem is, right, though, you know why they're having a problem? It's because it wasn't default guy number one.
Oh, that's for why did you use a black person to showcase the game? Right?
Be the default. And since they're not the default, now there's a fucking problem. Maybe stop putting your expectations in something that you're not making yourself.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Facts. All right, let's go to the next one. Here.
Hey, yo, Sky, is that a Huntsman keyboard?
Let's do Horizon. Let's take a look at Horizon, because this one had a lot of people kind of like, well, Xbox finally did it, and some people were saying it was all lies, and I'm thinking, are y'all looking at the same shit we're looking at? Like, I don't fucking get it. Right?
They're immediately calling downgrade. I'm like, bro,
it's like, where's we never saw it. We never saw it.
An in-engine, and dudes thought, if you thought that an in-engine was a legit graphic, then you hold an L. Sure, you can hold an L.
For sure. Because
it's on PC. That's on PC maxed out to what this is doing. You're not getting that on consoles. Consoles are closed platforms.
Dude, it's so crazy to me how people think, right? It is so crazy how people think. It's like, are you even looking or reading or understanding anything? So now this is Horizon.
Looks fantastic.
This shit's looking amazing right here.
Amazing.
Can't wait.
Looks crispy and juicy.
Easy.
I love the color palettes that they use for this game, especially underwater.
That's a Loch Ness monster, by the way.
I know, man. A fucking robotic one, man.
Plesiosaur. That's what it was.
New Horizon?
Yes.
Yep, this is a new one. Yep.
Forbidden West. I can't wait to play this.
The one with the snake. Where's the snake at? The snake shit.
That snake looked crazy, man.
That shit tripped me out. I was like, oh, that's fire. I can't wait.
That turtle monster looked dope. That's like Mothra, dude.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
cool.
getting Shadow of the Colossus.
Look at this fucking snake.
I love the outfits that she changed to. Those are great too.
I know I'm not the only one that played Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Yes. I played shit out of that. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it reminds me of.
All right, here we go. Let's just go right into the next one. Alan Wake 2.
Oh, before you play that, hold on. Before you play that, and take it off the screen. Then we had this conversation. Now I know a lot of people were pissed off that games, especially on PlayStation, were going to PC.
Yes.
And a lot of people were very vocal about games going to different platforms. What did I say beforehand? It puts more eyes on the product, does it not? When you do this. Now, Days Gone might get a sequel, and the reason why I say Days Gone might get a sequel,
they're talking about it right now. They're talking about it right now.
They got much more eyes on it, and it got a better reception with it being on PC. But before that, go back to this game. This game was a multi-plat, and when it was dropped on, I think it was on PS4 or was it on PS5. I forgot which system. Was it PS5?
It was PS4 when then it was
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake was Xbox first. It was on Xbox.
The ports that they dropped. Did they drop the ports on PS5?
Yes, they did. Yes.
Okay, so when they dropped it on PS5 and more eyes got onto Alan Wake, y'all notice how rumors started to circulate that we might get a sequel.
Yes.
As soon as it got more traction. Yep. Now you're seeing it, and you're getting a full-fledged sequel, and this shit looks incredible. And also, the fucking standout from this entire show that I took from it was the Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine 5 is game-changing.
I'm going to tell you, man, I'm working with it right now, man.
Black Myth. Yeah, Wukong Black Myth, that game with that monkey.
Yes.
That joint still looks incredible to this day, and we haven't even gotten the release yet. It's like, dog,
I'm telling you, I'm using it right now. I was telling everybody that when I lost some of the code, we decided to just go Unreal 5 instead of finishing up on 4. So we're using Unreal 5 right now for Relica. And just the lighting alone, I feel like I'm fucking Insomniac. And I'm like shit tier, right? Like I'm not even a dev, and I feel like Insomniac because like some of the stuff that they let you use in Unreal Engine 5, and it's all free. Like you could use as long as you release it on Epic Store. It is fucking insane. Like you see that background David has with Forspoken. Like that's how our backgrounds are looking now. That I have all the code and stuff recovered. It's like the lighting is looking great. I got the trees up. They're blowing in the wind. I got the wind physics back. All that stuff. So like the stuff that they can do on Unreal Engine 5, just even with my shit tier stuff.
The snow physics.
Like,
did you play the Matrix? Did y'all play the Matrix demo for PS5 or the next? Dude,
I did.
That fucking chase scene, that shootout scene, Mike.
Dude, that shooting scene was.
That shit is right out of the movie, but better. It's crazy how they did that shit, and they did it with ease. There's no issues. It's like dog.
Yeah, it shit
next
blew my
gen's gonna be
mind.
fire.
Dude.
And dude's talking about pro units. They're talking about PS5 Pros. You don't need a PS5 Pro because first of all, you haven't even touched the PS5 yet.
You
or
know,
Series X.
You know what
You
else
haven't
is
even touched
crazy? Look at, and I hate to say it because I know Bella's gonna cringe when I say this, but look at Fortnite. I mean, I know people don't
Fortnite's
really play
talking
it,
about
but
using
no,
Unreal Engine 5.
they switched right now. The next update, and they showed preview screenshots of how it looks in Unreal Engine 5, and I was like, I was blown away. I could not believe the lighting and stuff in that. So I'm like, Unreal Engine 5 is going to change the game. But let's take a peek at Alan Wake 2. Here we go.
We'll come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
And I'm glad they're fucking continuing this story too. I'm so glad.
I can't wait to dive into the story.
I can't wait because it was already kind of fucked up, and they said they're gonna go more action horror on this. So
what if they do? I hope they don't tone down the horror like Resident Evil did. Don't tone it down. Stay to your roots. You know what I mean?
Well, they definitely said they're gonna go for super scary too, but they want a little more action because they said it was a lot of just walking around in the first one. And they want you to be more like, and not necessarily shooting, but more like picking stuff up and moving shit and going in buildings and stuff like that. That's what they meant by more.
I don't know if it's true, but they said it was Bradley Cooper, right there.
Really? So they got
that looks like him.
That it does look like him though.
I'll say if you're watching it looks like Bradley Cooper.
It does.
But yeah,
and I hope they do that. You know. All right, let's just go to the next one. Next one is Evil West. This one surprised me because I've been waiting a long time to see gameplay for this, and they finally showed gameplay, and the shit looks fucking dope.
Is that the one with the dude look like Aaron Black from
Mortal
Kombat? Is that yeah?
Yes.
Okay. That was dope too.
And it's looking quite juicy. So let's take a pic.
You know what kept me alive all these years? Upkeep.
I love the variety that we're getting. There's so much variety.
It's so much variety, right? It's like all these different themes, all these different genres.
Yeah, not everything's third person or first person. It's just a lot of cool shit.
Dude, look at that fucking shit. Look fire, dude.
Bro, it reminds me of fucking what we could have gotten with The Order 1886 if we got a sequel.
It does. It reminds me of God Hand a little bit. You ever played that game called God Hand? It reminds me of that.
Right?
Yeah, it was for old PS2, and it reminds me of God Hand. It's like it's got that same type of close in, third person, like, crazy combo finisher type shit.
Yeah,
I would say that
the electricity effects.
A few elements of electricity Nukem as well.
Yes, it does. It has like Duke Nukem-ish. Maybe what's that other one?
Hellblade?
Sam's Serious Sam a little bit. It's like it's got all them kind of vibes in there.
Babylon Fall.
So
Hendo says it reminds him of Gungrave.
Gungrave was dope too. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is Hellblade 2. So this
the game that stole pretty much the show.
This one, everybody was tripping. They were saying it was lies. Remember that? They was on Twitter saying it was a lie.
Y'all got your headphones on all the way up, right? Listen to the sound. You can hear the voices in her head. Like, watch out. Watch, he's on the left.
Yeah.
Like you can hear it.
I just turned on mine up so everybody.
Let's listen to that shit.
It's good for you for not just playing Lawnmower Simulator. That big ass fucking thing looked crazy, man.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a Cyclops, and then it wasn't a Cyclops. It was like some big ass.
It's big ass like fucking dead thing, dude. I can't wait to play this. I can't fucking wait, dude. And Ninja Theory said they opened the game up so big, so now they said it's like it's not just tight spaces anymore. It's big open. Yep, they said big open vistas. Grandiose battles. They said some of the battles take like 25 minutes because there's so many transitions and shifts in the one battle. That's kind of insanity to me.
I believe that because the reason why I believe that is because, again, just look what they did before with the low budget. You know what I mean? This time they have a full-fledged budget. And the financing, it's
just fucking crazy, dude.
And the tools. The trade here with Unreal Engine 5.
After they aired this, it was really funny. I was sitting there laughing. I watched, on Twitter, the PlayStation ponies and stuff. That's why I call them.
I'm about to say you mean your family?
I said you're one of them. You mean family, right?
I'm not.
Don't make me hit up some people. Cause I know this motherfucker.
You know how I know Big Mike is fucking. You know how Big Mike is Sony Pony. Because he straight up said this comment. He said, "I wanted It Takes Two to win because they deserved it, but I voted for Ratchet and Clank." Well, why would you do that then? If you want It Takes Two to win?
Because I like Ratchet and Clank more. I told you that. I'm sorry.
That makes no sense if you said they deserve it and it was an amazing game. That makes no sense then. Why would you vote against something that deserves it, right?
Man, that looks fucking
That's
amazing.
the point I'm trying to make.
Look at this fucking thing, man.
God, that's just gotta fucking go.
So
man.
as I was saying, certain individuals on Twitter that are on PlayStation are like, let me see your platinum because I want to make sure the Xbox people are going to support this game like the PlayStation people did when it was exclusive to PlayStation PC at the time. You know what I'm talking about there, Big Cloud.
Well, no, I toned you out. What'd you say?
Certain people on Twitter are like post up things like, look, let me see your platinum on Hellblade because I want to see all the Xbox people show support to this game.
Oh yeah, frauds who don't play games.
Right. Oh God.
My thing is this: if you haven't, I'm gonna say it right now. If you haven't platinum Hellblade, don't act like you have this insane love for it. Just don't do that.
Right.
That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna be extremist. If you ain't platinum Hellblade, check that out.
I didn't platinum. I'm thinking I'm 93% of it. I missed a symbol or something.
You damn near platinum, so that's fine.
You don't really platinum it on PC. You just beat it and get achievements. I beat it and got the achievements.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've told everybody I don't go chasing platinum. So I get it. If I don't, I'm here to beat the game, move on.
Take a look at the
holy fuck, man! That shit looks fucking crazy, man.
Look at the fire.
Look, his face actually melted. Y'all see his
face?
face?
Oh my god, dude! Look at his eyes, man.
Yeah, it actually melted.
Get the fuck out of here,
awesome.
man.
I love that. That's fucking awesome. Yo, y'all hear the voices?
Yes,
I
hear it.
Listen.
Run!
Death is near. Death is coming. I love it.
It said death is coming.
Like I said, David, when you play Hellblade this week or whenever you get a chance and download it, make sure you wear a decent pair of headphones and play this game.
For sure,
when you play Hellblade, you experience it. It's not even a game. It's like an experience.
Close your room, turn the lights off, and experience the whole game.
Oh, trust me, dude. That's when I get a chance tonight, get some free time, I'm definitely gonna play it.
Like I said, it's such a great game. It should take you like maybe 10, maybe 15 hours.
Oh God!
I'm gonna tell you something. Those voices that you can hear,
they're more pronounced than they ever been.
Dude, that is so crazy. I can't wait to play.
Bro, look at her fucking facial.
Dude, the facial animation is looking dope. Yeah, that's just looking great.
I love it.
The animation's looking really fucking good.
Like console war shit aside, I'm happy for Ninja Theory that they got the proper funding because they're very talented. They're very talented.
Now they got the money, you know.
I'm pissed off Sony didn't scoop them up. I really am. That's a wasted opportunity. Microsoft got a gold mine with these guys. This is like easily gonna be the best studio.
No doubt.
Dude, look at that fucking shit, man.
Bro, look at his arm to his eyes to his fingers.
It said, "Help me, Senua." Oh my god, this shit's fucking crazy, man.
Bruh.
Wow.
Bruh.
I love that.
So what you think? What do you guys think? Let me start with you, Bella. What do you think?
I understand that, Hendo.
First of all, let me say the colors that they chose, the different shades of gray representing despair and the yellows and the contrast of those colors and the fact that they just is so fucking beautiful. Like, I personally would not play a game like this only because I know my mindset. I would not be able to keep.
You say you're scared to the bitch like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not for me, but it looks so gosh darn beautiful. I will say that. I love the shadings. I love the colors they use. It wasn't many reflections, but then again, it's very gray, very
It's like grittiness. It's like
Uh-huh.
You know,
Very
kind of like the middle zone. You know, I kind of understand where the game is going because I've seen other people play the first one. So I kind of want to see how this one goes. I won't play it though. I want to see somebody else play it.
Bella, she's gonna be watching it with her eyes closed.
Bella, I said, Bella, I know you don't like spooky games, but if I could talk you into playing it, I would tell you it's
you
not
should
really
check
that
out the
scary.
first one. You have Game
like
Pass.
A psychological.
It is.
Kind of,
It's
yeah.
It is.
And that's what I'm worried about, though.
No,
It's
deeper than that.
With me.
Yeah, it's a little deeper than that. Like, she's basically she's like conflicted with her emotions on the journey and shit like that. And so that the voices, like, especially when you're doing combat,
yeah,
like, look out behind you. Yeah. Like, but she's like conflicted in the first one. And at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but in the end, she basically becomes one, I guess, with herself. And free. It's kind of like she's free, but she still feels those emotions of others.
And to add to that,
when the creature reached out to her,
Don't bust it out, guys. I gotta play it. Don't bust it out.
And to add to that, I would say it's not really scary. It's like, it's more psychological.
It is. This one looks. The second one looks scary. The second one looks scarier than the first one because that big monster thing looks fucking crazy.
Right.
But the first one was more like, and even the devs said it themselves that it was dealing with like schizophrenia and
it was depression.
Yes, it was. Yep.
The gray, I fucking knew it because I was looking at it. I'm like, the color grading they're using on this and the fact that they have the yellow contrasting against the gray just tells me this is not just like it's dark outside. No, this is definitely, it has layers.
It does, and the devs even said it. They said they were covering mental health issues. That was the point of this, was to bring it to light, as well as make it like, if somebody was suffering from these type of mental health issues, how would they deal in a crazy situation that would totally wreck your mental health, and how could someone rise above that? And it's very interesting story. If you have Game Pass, Bella, you can play the first one. I think you should try it. I think you should try it.
Terrible person. I've not touched my Game Pass yet.
Bella,
I know.
You got Game Pass.
The soundtrack.
You got 1,000 fucking games.
I like that. I love the music that was in the trailer. That was pretty good music.
Not talking about in general for Hellblade in general. Like the ending song from the first one will actually hit you. I ain't gonna lie.
Hellblade is definitely very
Y'all got me hyped, man. Y'all getting me hyped.
It's carefully designed. It is very carefully designed.
Why don't you go play it? It's a good game.
Play it.
Download that shit right now, yo.
Like what pisses me off about Hellblade, like I see these dudes like going, "Oh, it's so amazing," this, that, and third, and they never fucking played it. I'm like, bro, you never played the original. I'm like, dog, you gotta play it. It's one of those games that really
you gotta play it. You gotta experience it.
The only thing I'll say that you guys might not like about Hellblade, though, and I do hope they improve that with this one, is the puzzles. The puzzles might piss you off a bit in this one, but
And
they're very creative.
They are very creative, and some of them are a little hard. You kind of, it's like nuanced.
Yeah,
but
it's one with like this door portal thing where like it has like an optical effect. Like you go through it, and there's like a path opens up, and then you go through it again. It's like, oh shit, wait, what did I do? You know what I mean? You have to like figure out where it goes.
Kind of know. I see.
Yeah,
right,
memorize and open up the different paths to get there. But it's like once you get past that and you learn how to work within the world that they've created, you like really appreciate it. And also, you're gonna notice in the first one, this shit was clearly made on a budget. Like for example, you don't have guys acting like they're Satan. I shit you not, Bella. And he's gonna be wearing a T-shirt that says like "Rock kills" or something. It's funny. It's like a funny out of place. Yeah, he like has like an out of place T-shirt on. He doesn't look like he's in the game, like in terms of like visually animated, like in the game. He's just like we're talking. Like he looked like you, like a normal person, talking like a headdress on, going and talking like demonic voice, like "You're about to die. Welcome to hell." Like it's a lot of they did some cool shit.
They did. It's some really freaky shit in there too.
It works. It works for the starter. It works for a starter.
The first one was only made.
It's incredible.
I'm downloading that shit right now, fellas.
Yep.
The first game was only made with like 20, 30 people. Even
this one he has a team. He has 250, I think, on his team now.
Wow.
And
on
top of that,
I'm happy for him.
On top of that, Ninja Theory did 2 campaigns to help support mental illness for like every game that was bought. They threw like either 10 or 20% of that money.
It went to mental health, wellness, and support programs. So amazing efforts. So make sure you guys.
Here's a fun fact, Bella. So you know the main chick you just saw in that game. If I told you she wasn't really sought out for by the studio, she actually was a normal employee at the office.
Yeah, she was just a regular employee.
Yeah, she was a normal employee at the office. She worked with them, right? And she did a line. I guess she was just playing with the lines or whatever, and they fucking put her in the game, and she became the poster girl. That's how tight that group is. That's why I love.
She did an interview where she talked about how emotional she got because they spent a lot of time with like a lot of people who were suffering from mental health and the things that they kind of go through. And she said it was very eye-opening because she started doing stuff too now. Like she does a lot of like charity work now for that. Like it's kind of an amazing thing that they've done, and that's why I can't wait to play this one and support it because it just looks like they opened everything up as well as they kind of really paid attention to like in detail of like what happens if you overcome it and how can you use it to your advantage. So I can't fucking wait to play that. Next up we got Suicide Squad. Let's take a peek.
Nom nom.
Fine, we'll watch this game.
When I think of the justice
Now that face animations on this one is dope too. This shit looks
Superman, good. Green Lantern. You don't want to mess with that lot. But you, Barry, you're just the team mascot, aren't you, mate? The loser of the league, folks. The fastest man alive. It's the Flash.
Flash is alive, and he's playing for Team Brainiac.
I gave you orders. Kill the Flash, or I'll kill you myself.
Cool.
Gotta love how they made Harley look like Margot.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Nothing can stop me.
Damn, the graphics look good. It looks good.
This looks good.
Fuck the graphics. Y'all seen how quick the transition is?
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I also like that, like focus a lot on Harley Quinn. They focused on like the other Suicide Squads because Harley Quinn right now already has like fan base, like huge fan base.
Dude said, "Why don't you just mail me the bullet?"
And another thing I like is somebody is the voice of King Shark.
Yep.
Who else needs a bastion?
King Shark always cracks me the fuck up though. It's like he's never in water.
I know that's true though.
He's never in water.
My concern to this game is, like Danny said, and it's confirmed, I found out, it's going to be a game of service.
Yes, it's a game of service. Yep, I knew it.
I just hope it doesn't turn out like it's going to be a game of service. I still want it to turn like Marvel Avengers.
I told you, I knew it because I said it's looking a little games as servicey. It's like a lot of enemies everywhere,
I will say this: they at least nailed their shit on like Avengers.
Well, this shit looks way more fun than that, for sure.
This is like something that you would buy into, unlike an Avengers. There it is. Nom nom. Andy said.
Come on then, you prick!
This is like the Rain looks good. The group, yeah, he's the dumbest. Looks good. How the hell that happened, y'all? How the hell the dumbest character is the scariest character in that squad?
Really thought Flash.
Motherfucker ripping people in half, biting off limbs.
I mean, you know, games of service. I'm concerned about that, man.
Yeah,
that takes my hype from being unbelievable to like. Shit. Let me just have some cautious, be cautiously optimistic. Because man, games of service is automatically just bad. Not every games of service is bad, but still that is concerning because games as a service, is the track record is spotty as fuck, man. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's gonna be good.
I mean, Outriders now is a game of service, but I mean, it might as well say it is.
Maybe as well. It's a games as service. That's what it is. Like I don't know what the fuck you call that shit.
Really, motherfucker?
I don't know what to call it.
It's a games of games.
Right, it's a games of service. All right, let's check out Halo TV series trailer. Here we go.
Yes, let's.
This guy.
Sky Mike.
Short game says Outriders is trash. Short game, put some respect on the name. It's Outliers.
That's what it is. Outliers.
Did we see Last of Us yet? Oh yeah, they did show Last of Us.
Yep. Now this could be good. Like the cinematics of it looks great. Like some of the shots looks amazing. But what's that story like though? What's the acting like? I mean, they do have Bokeem Woodbine in there, which means it might be good. But
I will always be with you.
Still could be yikes.
I see this as a new beginning.
Yeah, this looks great. I cannot wait.
The cinematics look great, right? Like the overall shots of like.
I'm day one on Paramount Plus. I'm definitely going to watch it in the cord.
What you think of Sky Mike? You like this?
I am this.
He said, "I am this."
Nah, but yeah, it's hype as fuck. I've been a huge Halo fan since it came out on Xbox. I remember back it was years ago, where I thought there was like an actual Halo like movie, live action movie coming out. Like it was like a little small 5-minute trailer of like nothing. Like it was good, but it wasn't like an actual movie. It was just like a quick cinematic, and I thought that was legit. And like, man, I hope one day we actually get something like this. And look where we're at now.
Did you ever watch Halo New Dawn, the movie?
Yes,
that was really good. I enjoyed it.
I pretty much everything Halo, as far as like the books and the like the shows and movies, like back then, they have all been really good.
I never read any of the books, but I played Halo 1 through 3. I didn't care for 4 and 5, but I don't care for 4 and 5, but I'm liking Infinite a lot.
Infinite is amazing. So Infinite is pretty damn good. I tried to get Bella to download Halo so we could kill shit.
It's so hard to get Bella to download something.
I know. It's like Bella, you got
It's right there. What Mikey said. It's hard to pull Bella away from her love. Valorant.
I think that's why I think she would like Halo. I think you would like Halo because Halo is also arena with its multiplayer. I think,
but it's not Valorant.
It's not Valorant.
Powers.
Yes, actually, technically, yes, you do. Actually,
it's just not Valorant. So it's like
it's not Valorant. Yeah, it's not Valorant.
You can't pull Bella away from one FPS.
You're totally right.
That's not true.
Wow.
And you're totally right there, Hindle. A lot of people are, waiting. A lot of people are waiting to buy Halo Infinite because it doesn't have co-op. Because me personally, I also think it needs the co-op, especially in this game, because there's lots of enemies in this game that you would think, I could use like a second hand helping on this.
I think that's kind of the reason why they didn't have. I think that's one of the reasons why they didn't have co-op in the first place, because it's just Master Chief landing in the anyway. It's nobody else around him but that one guy that we saw on the ship.
Right.
And I think they want to keep it that aesthetic. It's literally one man versus an army and I guess they wanted players to kind of get the integrated a little bit before they decide to drop that co-op. I mean, it would be nice to have co-op in there from the start.
Yes.
Like a lot, like a whole bunch of different stuff. Like even multiplayer should be there.
Personally, I disagree with what you're saying, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, but I just think that's the direction, or like I said, the aesthetic they want people to start off on, just for their time being, until later on that they want to hold on, man.
Right, motherfucker, goddamn, you keep trying to jump in, shut the fuck up, big man.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but just to get used to the aesthetic of one man versus an army before they decide to drop like co-op and stuff. Even though, like I said, I'm with you, they should have dropped it from the start, as well as multiplayer as well. Like multiplayer should still be there when the game is actually out.
Now, like I said, the previous Halos had co-op from day one. Like I said, that's why I think it should.
I know. I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think that's just the direction that they're going.
And I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'm sorry. I'm just anxious to talk about that shit. I'm like,
I understand.
I keep that same energy to those people, like, because there's some people out there like, it should be single player. I'm like, bruh, all the past Halo that I've played were all co-op.
What is Halo not single player?
Like, it's never been just.
You can play it single player if you want.
You can play it single, or you can play it co-op. But I've always played it co-op because it's just more funner with co-op. I've always played all the Halo games.
Everybody wants to give a pass for bad behavior.
It's the same way I do with Gears of War. I've always played Gears of War with my friend Cool Cat Terry.
Because you suck. That's
right. Because he needs to be carried. Right, he needs to be carried.
I don't need carried. I don't need carried. I just enjoy it.
You suck. No, it's because you suck.
I just enjoy it. I just enjoy playing a co-op game like that.
Don't make me hit up Terry. I'm pretty sure she'll tell me a different story.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking suck. Don't make me hit up Terry.
Left kitty. You can suck on my left kitty.
No, I don't know about that
You
shit.
just got pause. You're like pause.
I don't know about that shit. I don't know why your head's even in the gutter like that. You laughing? I'm scared. What the fuck?
You're laughing. I'm scared. He's like, Bella, hold me.
This is the last trailer that we're gonna do.
Then he tags Bella. Yo, Bella, you better lock your shit.
Listen.
Bella, we'll go to HR tomorrow, guys. We'll go to HR tomorrow.
Here's the thing.
Listen to kidney, dog.
Here's the thing. The story was definitely different than what Big Mike is telling you. So I can tell you that because it has been streamed. I saw them play it, and what do you know? Carried. So, you know how it goes. Anyway, let's go to our last trailer. This one is called Arc Raiders. This one is kind of like, I don't know, it reminds me of what is it, Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. Like as far as like the way they carry, I think it's the same devs too who did Star Wars Battlefront. But it's called Arc Raiders, and let's take a peek. Here we go. If I can get it to go, there it is. Oh.
That shit fire.
Yes, this looks beautiful too. I see you, Braze. What up?
You know, it kind of reminded me of a little bit in a weird way. Starship Troopers.
It does. It reminds me a little bit of that. It's all of that. Yeah.
We give them different names, but they're all the same. Killing machines.
And it says "Ew" next on.
This is our home.
This is what the survival building game?
No.
This is where the brave meets the bold. We will not die in the shadows. We will face our fears.
A lot of Jim show, man.
Head on.
I mean, the graphics look pretty fucking dope. Like, I'm just looking at the animations and the overall backgrounds and stuff. The lighting and shit look crazy.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of Battlefront, right?
That's what I said, Battlefront from Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah.
Yeah, but actually mastered, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
better shit.
It's the same devs. I'm looking up right now. It is the same devs who did Battlefront. So it's going to have that same beautiful fucking, like, looking good.
It looked like they took inspiration, though, from the Division, also with the camera.
It does have the Division-like camera. But look at that, though. With the switch around, being able to turn it around 360, though, might be amazing. Big-ass robotic spider, Bella.
I can deal with a robotic spider. Because me in my brain, I'll just say it's a crab or something.
And it says, so it's a ZMR or Mars.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's.
I like the taking the thing to pieces like that. That's
look at that shit. Look at the graphics on that. That shit looks amazing.
Starship Troopers where he threw the grenade and the damn thing.
Yeah, the thing said, yeah, hell yeah.
That's some dope shit. I like
this shit looks dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I was getting Starship Troopers vibes.
It's like Starship Troopers mixed with Battlefront. You know, like that's just kind of like dope, actually, when you think about it. Holy shit! Look at that big ass machine.
Did I miss? Did you guys play Forspoken? Did you play that one?
No, not yet.
You should play that trailer.
Man, that's basically.
You want me to do Forspoken?
You said Forspoken's terrible? Why?
No, you said it's terrible.
That's basically Terraform Mars, bro.
No, he's talking about the game. He's talking about Arc Raiders.
What?
All right,
Outriders.
Let's end it with Forspoken. So this is the last trailer. Here we go.
Forspoken, man. I want to see this one more time.
Most beautiful woman in gaming, right now.
That combat in this shit, dude, looks fucking sick.
My name is Frey Holland. I do not know
hair
how
physics.
I got here.
Hair physics look
and
crazy.
all I want is to go home.
This game looks incredible.
They stole Bella's step.
This is all made in the Luminous engine.
Yep, Luminous engine. Yep.
Nana.
I love it. I love the black people physics.
Black folks physics on 1000% in this
They
game.
got her actual skin complexion.
Yes.
Right.
Before they would make them all extra dark.
This is like 50,000%. Black folks physics is like at 100% for real.
Like, dog, not every
Not
black
only
person
that-
is black, like super black like that.
Okay.
Not only that, I like that they got the thickness down too, because our hair is flat.
Yes.
Even when it's straight.
Yes.
This game looks beautiful. Like I said, me personally, I'm getting like Harry Potter vibes, like in this game.
I'm pissed off we didn't get that at the show.
True.
I'm all for this. I'm all
Man, y'all see those particle effects, man, on her fucking ability.
I know, I love that shit. I love when she puts them in that ice thing right here. Yeah.
Look at this shit, man.
Fire.
Look at this fucking thing she's fighting, man. What the hell?
Bro, I am playing.
Holy fuck.
It's like a weird skeleton.
One.
Yeah, like a
For
weird.
the culture. Oh my god.
For the
yes.
culture, that's what I'm talking about.
No, sir, for the culture. Oh,
Yeah,
It is. They did definitely do it for the culture. I do appreciate it.
Here's my $70. Take it. Day one.
Yup. So yeah. So that is the Game Awards world premieres that they had. I touched. I didn't get everyone because we'll be here forever. So I didn't want to touch everyone, but those are some of the standout ones from the Game Awards. There was a ton of stuff.
Oh, Cuphead was shown.
Yeah, Cuphead was shown. There was a lot. Space Marine 2, which is that shit, guys. That's my mind blown because Warhammer Space Marine, the first one was so dope. It's like Gears. So they're doing another one, and I can't wait because it looked good for that time frame. So I can't imagine what it would look like right now. So I absolutely am hyped for that. So there was a lot of good stuff. Shout out to Jeff Keighley for getting a lot of that shit because shit. E3 didn't even have some of this stuff, so this was great. This
as
was
much
really
as I
good.
appreciate Jeff, we gotta get into some criticism for
We
this
do,
show.
we do it. Now here we go. Now let's talk about the show. Now,
should I start about it?
Well, let me. I'll start with you in 1 second. Let's talk about the show, right? I want to talk about a specific, specific nominees and a specific. Titles for this one. So one of the ones that I wanted to talk about was best performance. And let me pull this up for chat here so they can see this shit.
I want to share my thought on this
because I feel like there was a couple of things that I felt like were corruption, like there was a little corruption here and there. And Big Mike said it was never corruption. I remember we had that argument. When he was saying that nothing is corrupt, it's all the same, everything's good to go. And
I told you living a dream, Mike.
Right. So, best performance. For voiceover acting and motion performance and or motion capture performance, we had Erica Mori for Life is Strange. Of course, we had Giancarlo Esposito for Far Cry 6. We had Jason E. Kelly for Deathloop, which a lot of people thought he was going to take it. We had Maggie Robertson for Resident Evil Village. She played, of course, Lady D. And then we also had the other lady, the lady who's the opposite of the guy in Deathloop, Oziama Agatha. She's placed the other person in Deathloop. So Deathloop had 2 nominations because both of their performances were so good in that game. Both of them got nominated for the same category. And, of course, which was kind of like mind-blowing, which was Maggie Robertson. She took it for Resident Evil Village. This is where I didn't understand why the fuck they did it this way. I mean, I understand it, but my 404 error is kicking in because they didn't do it on like performance. It's almost like they voted for titties because it wasn't like Lady D's performance was this groundbreaking.
I think it was public
she was just a character who was just like striking. This tall ass lady with these giant tits. She's a fucking vampire and she's in Resident Evil. Like, but there was no layers there. And I'm gonna start with you, Big Cloud, then I'm gonna go to Bella. But let me start with you first, Big Cloud. This particular one right here. Hold on, Big Mike. Big Cloud, what do you think about their choice in Maggie over, let's say, Jason or Giancarlo?
Yeah, so I immediately was like, okay, Jason's got this because his dialogue in Deathloop was perfect. I really thought he brought it. It was like one of the main things I thought he was going to do good with. A lot of people said Giancarlo, aka Esteban. Sure, y'all was Esteban.
His name is Gus.
Y'all be running that dope for Esteban, you know what I mean? But no. I was like, I don't know about Giancarlo, even though I think he'd be high up. And you know what's fucked up? Wasn't he the one that presented this award?
No, he was the last award. I think.
Yeah, he presented the one before that. Yes.
Okay,
yep.
Okay. I was like, it was very close. He was very close.
It was the one where It Takes Two won Family Game. That was the one he.
That's the one he did. But looking at it, I'm like, I was like, okay. So we had those nominees. I already knew what's her name wasn't going to win for Deathloop, even though she was great too. The reason why I knew Maggie was going to walk away with this is because of the fucking mods on PC for Lady D. That's why I knew she was going to win this shit.
Dude, that shouldn't get it though. That shouldn't win it. Like what?
Not just that though. If you remember the interview I did with Becca,
yes,
from Resident Evil, and Becca and Maggie, they always do live streams, like live autograph signings and shit like that. Maggie does a lot for the community for Resident Evil, and so her public perception is a lot higher than a lot of people thought it would be. Like, for example, she'll get a weirdo in the chat going, "Will Lady D sit on my face?" And Lady D, and she'll literally do the Lady D voice, says, "I don't think that's appropriate." Like, she'll say some wild shit, but she'll literally play around with the chat. Like, I knew she was gonna walk away with this.
And that was Big Mike she was talking to.
But no, to add to that, if Big Cloud's done, like he says, public perception plus on social media, before the mods and everything, social media when they debuted her, they went wild with her. You didn't see that much that social perception on like Twitter and everything with.
But what you're saying, Big Mike, is just the character itself is bigger than the performance, which is why I have a problem with how this played out. Bella, let me ask you, what do you think about, because I know you wanted Giancarlo, I did too. I actually voted for Giancarlo, but I also thought Jason, the way they were saying how good the story was in Deathloop, I was also leaning towards Jason too. But Bella, let me ask you, what do you think? What do you think about titties winning over like actual performance?
Confused because on performance. Now, if I haven't played Resident Evil, but I've seen more than enough people play it, and I know people are obsessed with this character in the game, even though she wasn't in the game like the whole time, and it just doesn't make sense to me because like Giancarlo's performance was moving.
Yep.
It was moving. Like, I literally would see him on the street in the game and, like, feel something. And, like, yeah, I don't get that a lot with video games. I'm just, like, outside of the fact that I'm a little biased because I was already a fan of his acting. I'm talking about his in the game itself is just very, very good. Like, he emits a certain kind of emotion when you see him throughout the game, and that's not something you get from a lot of games. It's similar to, like, when you think of San Andreas, you think of Tenpenny, you get angry. Like, it's not even a real character, but you think of Tenpenny, and
I want to kill this motherfucker.
You know what's killer? You know what's killer?
Right.
You know those emails that were sent out to people who took over? Like, if you got an email from Ubisoft,
Yeah.
and it was Castillo. Guess it. Hold on, David. He wrote every last one of them. It wasn't Ubisoft who wrote it. He wrote what he thought Castillo would say in reply to, like, taking over his stuff, or if you haven't been on the game for a little bit, what he would say. You know, he wrote that. You know, Bella, that's crazy. That's why I was like, damn.
I don't understand it. Not only that, it wasn't like he didn't have a social media presence as well.
Right.
I know everybody was going crazy
Yeah.
over Lady D on Twitter and
They still
stuff
are.
because they like her physical attributes. I get it, you know. I get it. At the same time, though,
Hey, that
he
ass
was
had ray
doing
tracing.
some
I'm just saying.
hardcore. No, listen. He was
Yeah.
doing some hardcore promo himself.
Yes.
He was collaborating with actual YouTubers. He was doing TV spots. He was doing YouTube spots. He was going into podcasts. He wasn't just sitting there and sitting on his fame and then, you know, guessing it would arrive. He was putting in the work, and I felt like he was snubbed because a bunch of fucking spanking mods. That's
Here's another funny thing about it too, and this is why I knew she was going to win. So I don't know if you saw, I interviewed Lady D.
Yeah.
So she told me that there was some wild shit, and you're right about the spanking Monte, like the whole fly swatter, but there was some shit for Pornhub they all got dragged into, and there's like a extra like sus squad of people who voted for this shit too. I'm telling you, because they were like really that obsessed.
That's what it is. Yeah.
When you throw porn, it's kind of like, remember what's her name, Bowsette?
Yes. Oh God, please don't start.
Yeah, remember, it's kind of like Bowsette when you had that whole extra layer of, you know what I mean, that group mixed with this, you're gonna get it. I'm not taking them from Maggie. I think she did great, but you know, it's like I already knew she was gonna walk away with this immediately.
But here's my thing, though, right?
That shit happened.
Not taking anything away from Lady D, you know, the character, right?
Yeah, no,
okay, well, the performance wasn't terrible at all. It was pretty good. It was, you know, she had some funny quirks. She was sexy, you know, but it wasn't.
She was the full main boss.
Yeah, but she was literally you. The first 2 hours is when you deal with her, and then I'm sorry to spoil it. Spoiler warning. Then that's it. So she's like, her character disappears after a certain point, and it's no longer there. When you look at like something like Jason Kelly, when he plays old boy in Deathloop, right? He's the main character. He's the dude that carries the game, right? He has to carry it. You look at Giancarlo Esposito as Castillo, right? He has to be a villain that makes you want to fucking wreck him, right? Like you have to. Yep. He drives you to that goal, right? Like those you would expect when you're talking about performance. When you say somebody performed so well in the game that it had me tripping, right?
Dude, let me tell you,
Lady D wasn't like that. It was just like, damn, them titties big, but like that was it though. Like it was.
But when he sent me that email, dude. When I got that email, that shit made me want to fight harder. You know, him telling me, yo, listen here, little Garia, there's nothing that you'll be able to do. Man, I'm telling you, when I got the email, I ain't replied to that shit. I was like, man, I'm coming for you. I was like, Viva, you know, I mean, I'm like, Viva la Libertad. You know, I'm coming. I'm coming, man.
And like I said, he wrote all of those. Ubisoft told him to just write it. They said, what would Castile say if he felt like he was being impeded on? And he just wrote this stuff out. He said he wrote like 20 emails and they just massively, you know, put it out. But he wrote each one. And that is crazy to me. It's like you don't look at that, but then you look at, and those were two different people, you know, with Lady D. It wasn't like Lady D was the same person. Castillo was him. You know, Jason was him. You know, like they were all their selves in the game as an actor. Lady D was a composite of two people. You know what I'm saying? You had a voice actress, and then you had motion cap and likeness. So that's because that's not the same person, you know. So that's why I said I felt like there was some biases there, and that there was something there that just I don't know. It's like they didn't concentrate on performance. They just looked at some social
Becca
media shit.
Honestly, I remember Becca Prime Redhead.
Oh yeah.
I'm mad she didn't win none personally. I'm mad she wasn't nominated for something. She
wasn't even in there. Yep, she wasn't even there.
You know what else surprised me about the Game Awards? Ratchet and Clank didn't win shit.
I mean,
it was crazy. I know I was surprised. I thought they were going to get something. I thought they were going to get something. I'm like, damn, they're nominated for goddamn everything, and they got nothing. They got zero.
They got completely bitch slapped at the Game
They
Awards.
did. It was just like they didn't get anything.
Nintendo got shitted on in their own
Nintendo got shitted on too. They did. They got shitted on in the family category. It Takes Two won Best Family Game, which is amazing to me because It
I
Takes
really
Two.
consider a family game.
Yeah.
No, it is, but it's a different. But you know, I feel like family doesn't necessarily mean kids, because a family consists of a lot of people, right? It's not just kids. You got parents, you got cousins, grandfathers, uncle, grandmothers, aunties. So like, I felt like they said, okay, yes, it's a family game, but it's focused on the different type. It's focused on the couple. Let's focus on the husband and wife. Let's see what happens when there is a crazy dynamic that has to bring them together in a hard situation, and it don't always have to. And it was a kiddie game, not saying a kiddie game, but it was a game made for everyone. It wasn't like a hardcore, let's just put blood and guts. Kids can play this, adults can play this, and it was something in there for everybody. If you're a kid, you see in the colors, you're shooting water guns. It looks crazy, zany. It's 2-player-ish. That's great for the kids, right? For the parents, what we got was, wow, this is a grounded story about a relationship that was in trouble, and for it to meld together, you playing this game, it brings them closer together, and maybe it can mend the relationship. I haven't really played it myself all the way, but so I don't know how it folds out. But I know Big Mike and them finished it, so I don't know how it plays out. But I do know that there is a moment of clarity, So I think that's interesting that they focus. I'm glad they did choose that. That was like the proud moment,
Like I said, you and Dave should link up this weekend and knock it out. It ain't that long of a game.
Yeah, because I played it with somebody, but you know what, David? Maybe we should knock it out, dude. It's not long, dude. And I think you might enjoy it, bro. I think you might enjoy that shit.
Like, man, I gotta get into that Hellblade, dude, because y'all hyped
me
up.
The Hellblade.
I made me hyped. I made me super hyped for Hellblade, man. But I do want to get into It Takes Two. So yeah, Mike, me and Dad, we might just stream it too, so we can
talk about it.
Right. All right. So now let's talk about the other thing. Let's talk about Game of the Year. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because Game of the Year is like the big one, right? It's the fuck the Oscar. So nominees were Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil Village. So those were the ones that were selected for Game of the Year. It Takes Two wins. What do you think?
I thought a shoe-in was going to be
ever. Hold on.
Well, I thought a shoe-in for that was going to be Resident Evil on some.
I thought Resident Evil was going to win it too, because
I
did
like
because conservative popularity, but yeah, I'm glad it didn't.
I don't know. I mean,
it's symbolic. You think about it, right? This dude became a legend in one show, and then you go back to this one, like the previous show, he became a legend. This show, he's now solidified as a legend. Not only did he say fuck the Oscars.
Oh, dude, he's an ultimate legend right now.
Dude. Nintendo that beat Resident Evil, Metroid, Ratchet and Clank for Game of the Year, and on top of that, it also won Best Multiplayer and Family.
And Family Game. It won Best Multiplayer, Family Game, and Game of the Year. I mean, if anybody wants a trifecta of fucking graciousness, that's what you want in life, right there.
He made a good game. He definitely did.
You know what else kind of was crazy on that? It's just, Joseph has been around the Game Awards forever, man.
Yeah, he's always been a
you know what I'm saying? He's always been a supporter. And Jeff Keighley, he always gets a little nervous when he gets up there. But I think what he said was super beautiful this time, even though he didn't go for shock. I think he was genuinely, and you rarely see this, somebody who's like genuinely like fucking stoked and like emotional. And, when he said he's going to give it to his daughter, I know he was thinking about that, right? Like he was just thinking, damn, this solidifies everything that I've been trying to do up until this point. And to win Game of the Year is crazy, especially if you're going up against stuff like this. Like Nintendo was always kind of like the shoe-in, especially if you got a Metroid game. Ratchet and Clank, I thought was close to winning this because they didn't get anything up until this point. And then Resident Evil was like super fucking popular. I don't know about Psychonauts 2, and then you got Deathloop, which like won like every fucking thing. So I was thinking like, holy shit.
You know what I love though? He took a concept and perfected it. Y'all remember the concept for that game, A Way Out?
Yes.
Yeah, Way Out. The concept, perfected it, and really made it his own. Which is why I'm like, dude, I'm hyped for whatever game this dude makes. This dude has a vision for what he wants, and he made it work. He really made it his own. It's dope to see that.
And the thing I like about that, like you said, he made this vision his own. It wasn't just A Way Out that he started that with. He also did with Brothers.
Yeah,
it's always been with two people playing and.
Well, that was his goal. Remember, he said he always wanted to make it to where it's a champion effort between a lot of people. Yeah. He wants to make it where people can get involved instead of a single player. He said he can always do a single player game, but that's not a challenge. He wanted to challenge himself.
He wanted to do it without shock value.
Right. He wanted to do it without shock value, do it without just making it brazen. He wanted something that was more engaging. And that's why
it is so smooth, bro.
Now, A Way Out was dope. Like A Way Out, that story was dope as fuck. So
dope concept.
It was a dope concept. There was a little rough edges, but you could tell that he was kind of. There were some things that he kind of had to work out. But the little bit I played of It Takes Two, all of that is gone, and it's a very smooth, very control tight game. So I really do like that he won that. I'm super proud of him, man. Shouts out to Joseph Fares, man. You are the dude. Hashtag fuck the Oscars. You know what I'm saying?
This man literally said fuck the Oscars, 4 years ago? And then 4 years later, he said the Oscars got fucked. That's how you do an anime character. That's how you become the greatest anime character of all time. Big Mike, what you mean there's a solo mode?
Too. He got like a thunderous applause when he said that shit.
Hold on, Big Cloud. You said there was a solo mode to Braze in It Takes Two?
You can play it solo or you can play it co-op.
How you play it solo?
You can just click on it and go solo. You don't have to play. I haven't played solo, but I mean, there's the option to play it solo.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
You can? Oh.
Yeah, you can play it solo. But you already know, man. It takes two, really.
It
takes two, man. It takes two, man. Just like the title.
You ain't gonna have no fun playing that game solo.
Oh,
yeah. I know. Well, you probably could, but it's gonna be way more fun with a person because then you can't get angry with nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't get angry.
What's fun in that? I want to yell at the person, not me.
Hey, guys, you know what's funny? The game on this, they're not on this list, but on the list for, I think it was best music. I think that's what they won for, something like that, or soundtrack. But a game that didn't even get next to no marketing at all, which was
Near Replicant.
Wait,
best score music, right?
No, I'm talking about
Nier always had the best.
I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. What did Guardians of the Galaxy?
They got best narrative. They actually won best narrative, which is perfect.
They had next to no marketing. It felt like for that game though, and they took that award, which is great. Like that's incredible.
Dude, I was so happy that Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy won that, because if you guys haven't played that yet, you really fucking should, man. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, that story, the banter between characters, the graphic, like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy should have been what Avengers should have been.
Wow, that's
over Psychonauts, and Psychonauts' story is amazing. I'm like halfway through.
A dope lore.
Yes, it does have a dope lore, but Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, the writing on that was unmatched. It was unmatched. Like even like you said what?
They won 2 awards though.
I thought Marvel did. I thought Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy
narrative and
action. I thought it also got action.
I thought they got the best action game. Didn't they get best action game? I thought.
I was pretty sure they got best action adventure.
Metroid.
Returnal got.
No. Action game was Returnal, and action adventure was Metroid Dread. So Nintendo did win tonight. They got best action adventure.
I'm not supposed to let Nintendo win anything.
Yeah, Nintendo won.
Actually think that Nintendo needs to get away with this shit. No. Nintendo needs to not win awards.
Forza won best sports. Forza won best sports game, which is crazy.
Right. You hear me, Scott? You know there's always going to be that apologist.
Next year, Nintendo needs to win nothing. No, absolutely nothing. I'm very happy that It Takes Two won Best Family Game over any Nintendo game that was listed on there.
You know what? You know what was crazy? Anticipated game shocked me because I thought God of War. They always take it. Like whenever God of War is in this most anticipated, and they always win it. But this time, Elden Ring won. Elden Ring got most anticipated, which I thought was crazy to me. I'm like, holy shit. People want to get hurt in open world. I see it, man. I love it.
Nintendo said, "What did Nintendo do to hurt Sky Mike?"
It wasn't just me.
It wasn't.
It did me too. Fuck Nintendo.
Right, exactly. Like, it wasn't just me. Look at this whole entire podcast group.
Right, Nintendo, man.
Are you out your mind? Fuck Nintendo.
Man, Nintendo didn't change,
That's
man.
a whole bunch of people that don't want to admit it, but Nintendo fucked them over too.
Fuck out of here. Steam Deck all day.
Hashtag Steam Deck.
Let's be absolutely real here. There's a lot of people, not just us, not just people in the chat, but other people outside that have been fucked over by Nintendo, but don't want to admit it because they're
audience. Yeah, exactly.
The fuck out of that meat, bro.
Well, they might be getting some free shit. Yeah.
No, call Nintendo out on a lot of shit so they can fix it.
Bro, Nintendo doesn't even have a trophy system still in 2021. They ain't got no shit.
Man, that's crazy.
They ain't got shit. They ain't got shit. But y'all charging for multiplayer.
Y'all remember when they had to download a separate app on our phones? Pause that. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just getting it ready. I'm not playing it.
Nintendo had us try to download a separate app just to have like some type of voice chat or something like that on our phones. Yeah. Why is that not built in? Why is that not already built in?
I can't believe that, Sky Mike. That's crazy.
Sky. How is it that
it's not even? No, hold on. It's not even functional. It's not even functional. And then later, a couple months ago, that's when they decided to release compatibility update or software update just to use Bluetooth with our headphones. You mean to tell me that this system, this little thing right here, bigger than my phone, had the capability the entire time?
Yes.
And they just
an update like, we forgot. Bluetooth connections. Here, you can connect your fucking shit.
Signal.
Instead of using the main connection where you got the cable that comes to your head and you got the fucking shit.
Had to send
the Vita.
Hold on, Big Cloud.
Go
You had to send an extra signal for us to send a signal to our devices to listen to this shit. What type of sense does that make? You had to send a signal to activate this shit. Nah, dude.
Hashtag Nintendo, right?
You still charging $60 for certain games that are just normal ports? You didn't do shit extra to them. Why am I getting a better resolution on Super Mario 64 on PC through an emulator, and the fucking one on the 3D All Stars is like dog shit?
Look, it's a backup. He has a backup copy. He has a backup copy.
I don't give a fuck at this point. No, I don't give a fuck at this point. I really don't. Hold on, Big Cloud. Hold on.
And they don't. How the Vita got voice chat and they don't on the Switch?
We ain't even gotta talk about the Vita because I never had one. But what I'm saying is, there's no way that you can just automatically just charge full price for games that were like years back, and you did nothing to them. All you did was transfer.
Hey, remember, Sky? He said it was impossible.
You can't. It's not a collection, bro. The Kirby Master Collection was way better than Mario Collection.
That's facts, though.
It was impossible, bro.
It's impossible.
They said it was impossible. They said it was impossible.
It is impossible
for us to get some good games or to get powerful Switch for the price.
It's impossible. If you're gonna bring over Red Dead Redemption or other games like really big fucking Switch, it is not impossible to get with updated graphics or whatever, updated everything to fucking the Switch. Crash Bandicoot remastered or remake, whatever.
You know what's disgusting? You know what's disgusting? As soon as the Steam Deck
Bowser is doing a terrible job right now. I'm sorry.
You remember when Steam Deck got all the props it did after the bullshit with this? Now all of a sudden they're talking about a Switch Pro.
I know. Now they're talking about it. They don't want nobody to fucking get that motherfucking
shit,
man.
See the report? It said new hardware in certain time, a new hardware revision of Switch.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. The problem with that was they already claimed they did it with the OLED, and then when that shit was lukewarm as fuck and nobody was hype, it was like what the fuck we want a new screen for? We want it powered. Like I'd rather keep the old screen with better internals. That's a lot of people were saying, but Hashtag Nintendo, right? Hashtag Nintendo? Is that what we're doing or no?
Like you said, Mikey, about the whole, the whole in-game chat where you had to use like your phone to talk to someone. I mean, they don't have to do that because it is possible, just to do in-game chat. Because I downloaded the Fortnite on my Switch, and you can plug like your headphones into it, like a headset, and you can still talk it in-game chat without the phone.
But dude, listen, Big Mike. But if you're outside of the game, right, you can't voice chat. That was the problem. That's what he's saying. You're trying to say that Nintendo already had it. All you had to do was do it. They didn't. It was Fortnite. Hold on. Fortnite had the option for voice chat. It was not a voice chat. Like, say I wanted to play fucking Mario Party, right, bitch? Say I wanted to play Mario Party, right? The only way to do voice chat in Mario Party is to have the Bane set up. Remember, you had to have a cable to the phone, and you had to have two cables come up here, and then you had to have the voice thing connected with the two fucking shits in your phone, right? Because that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, Big Mike, but you're.
All I'm saying is they could have added that feature. All I'm saying is they could have added that feature instead of doing
I'm trying to talk to you on Nintendo. But look at me and shit. Is you all right? I can't afford to hear you.
Yeah, chill out.
But like I said, they could have added that feature instead of giving us the base setup.
But here's the thing, though. If they're gonna give us a mobile app to download, why not just give me your phone number and I'll just call you, bro?
Right. Me and David do that. Me and David call it Nintendo chat. When he calls me, he goes, "Hey, I'm about to call you on Nintendo chat," because he basically just called me on the cell phone.
PlayStation, even on the PlayStation 3, had a built-in voice chat.
Had built-in voice chat.
PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One,
and you can't even say PC. PC
has Discord.
It had a bunch of stuff even before, even before that.
You got all these apps.
Hell, you had AOL. You could voice chat on AOL.
Hold on, let me see.
They can easily add. Fucking Discord to their, Nintendo Switch, and people do that because that's how I usually play with Nintendo games when I'm playing like
YouTube, then yes, they can.
Yeah. He goes, if I'm gonna get on my Switch, let's jump in Discord. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
When I was like on that Splatoon hype and playing Splatoon like on multiplayer, I'm like, what? That's what I would do. I would jump in Discord, we'll party up and run Splatoon, and talk as a crew.
Right, but if you try to do that on Nintendo, it's like, let's synchronize our fucking iPhones and Androids, and then while you're doing that, I'm gonna connect these.
I'm about to bust somebody's ass. My damn door was wide open.
Oh shit! Oh,
the back door was wide open.
Oh boy!
I was like, ooh, wait, what?
Right. Don't scare me like that.
What you mean, somebody in the crib? Like, what?
All right, let's watch. Let's check out this trailer here. I wanted to get it out of the Game Awards. I wanted it separate, and that is the trailer for Sonic. So let's take a peek at the trailer for Sonic, and then let's discuss. Here we go.
This looks so good. I cannot wait.
I don't know about Sonic Hero or Frontiers. I don't know. I gotta see gameplay.
I don't know about Sonic Frontiers, but the movie looking great.
Sonic, I love that you.
Oh, you see the emeralds? Y'all caught on to the little subtle cute.
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering if we're gonna get a certain reveal at the end of this shit involving a certain hedgehog.
To be Batman.
That would be fucking dope.
Super Sonic?
No, I'm talking about Shadow.
Well, they got the Chaos. Well, Shadow. Yeah.
Shadow might be shown at the end of this.
Your powers will be needed.
Knuckles, yo, Idris killed it. He sounds great as Knuckles.
He sounds great.
Really good.
Listen, I love part one. I've watched it numerous times. Such a fun film. And
Magic. Yeah, remember how he looked before we got the recreation of
this?
He looked like a weird.
I love that outfit for Dr. Robotnik. I love that. Looks
Shout out
good.
to Jim Carrey, man. He's 60 years old and he still looks the same.
Right.
Ultimate power.
Chaos Emerald.
What'd you say, Bella? What about?
He's great.
Oh.
Always been a fan of Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Tails, let's go. I was so motherfucking hyped when I saw Tails.
I've been a fan of Jim Carrey since In Living Color. Fella.
Taunting.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Commercial Bill. I love Commercial Bill.
Oh,
he's my favorite.
Today's forecast calls for a 100% chance of adventure.
love when he returns that.
Face it, you're never going to get my
That
power.
was beautiful.
Ooh, and then when he stops him.
I love this. Like,
Do
I look like I need your
I've
power?
already three means of this already.
Ooh, I love when he smashed him right there.
Hammer fist him into oblivion.
Dude, I love that, dude.
That's so crazy.
Dude, Knuckles looks so fucking good. Like, I love that design.
You know what though?
love
I
it.
wonder if
Fucking love
can he glide like in the games?
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, can he fly? Yeah, he has to be able to fly or glide.
He has to glide. That's his thing.
Yeah, I fucking love how he looks in this.
I want to be the first to talk about this shit. I want to be the first to talk about this.
I love how he looks. Go ahead, Sky Mike. So what you think, man? What you thinking, man? What you think of the design of the new characters in the movie?
I need to see him glide.
I fucking love this because I'm glad they kind of gave it like their own little spin. Like they're not just taking it to like the old old games, where Sonic is just like, oh, he's just born fast and stuff like that. Knuckles is born,
right.
Apparently they're just given some form of power, and I want to say that it's from one of the emeralds or maybe the Master Emerald. Knuckles has his own power. Sonic has his own power.
Right.
I want to say, fuck around. Maybe Tails' power is that he can fly. Maybe if they add that in, it'll be perfect. It would make a whole bunch of sense, and I will be very happy with it.
Because it's like the games. It's like the games, right?
Well, yeah, just like the games, but like I said, they could already do these abilities in the game. It wasn't the power that was given to them.
Right.
In this movie,
What's up, DK?
You want a
Sonic
logical
was the only
explanation
one.
type of
We
thing.
thought Sonic was the only one that could run fast and have all these powers, and everybody else already had these abilities. But no, Knuckles apparently already says, "Do I look like I need your power? Because I got my own." So it's like, what? So more characters can have their own power of some sort, and I'm excited to see if because bro, I'm calling it now. Metal Sonic is coming. Metal fucking
Dude,
Sonic.
Metal Sonic is that's just gonna be crazy, man.
You want to know why I say that? Because he took one of Sonic's quills, which is apparently the source.
Yes,
not the source of his power, but it's
One of
his
his
DNA.
it's like a charge. Yeah, it's a
Everybody
DNA.
keeps saying, "Oh, I want Shadow. Oh, I want Amy. I want." Well, Amy may come. Well, here's the thing.
Shadow
Amy may
is gonna
come.
be
Hold on,
here.
Big Cloud. Hold on.
Nah, no, Amy.
Hold on. Amy may come because she came at literally the same time as Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic was the one that kidnapped her back in the day. Yeah. Sonic was the one to rescue her. But that's what I'm thinking is there is no other option after Knuckles because we know that's gonna fail. We know how that goes. Eggman always tricks Knuckles to thinking Sonic is the enemy, and it backfires each and every time. It happened at least 3 times already. So his only choice would have to make something that's just like Sonic and beat him, and it's got to be Metal Sonic. It's got to look like Metal Sonic and all that shit. Now let me talk about Idris Elba. Yes, they chose the right guy for this man. First of all, Knuckles is black in this movie.
Facts.
He's black.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at him. Yeah. Look at him. Just look at
that
him.
was always kind of the connotation, right? Like about Knuckles was
this
it
Knuckles,
was like
this portray this
portrayal,
this portrayal of Knuckles is the absolute ultimate Knuckles that we have longed for the longest time, and I am very happy about it. And I'm glad they brought it back to the cool, calm, collected, but also need to be badass when need to be badass Knuckles. Like you see him grab Sonic, hold him, and he's walking.
Right.
He is walking forward.
He's
walking forward and said, "Do I look like I need your power, nigga? I'm stronger than you, bitch." Like I literally caught you one-handed and slammed you to the ground. I can fuck you up right now, Sonic. Don't fuck with me. So I'm glad they brought back that portrayal of Knuckles.
Yes, I love
instead
it.
Of him,
I love
instead
it.
of Sonic Boom Knuckles. We're not going to talk about that.
Please don't.
Everything, like the last good Knuckles that we had was probably Sonic Adventure 2 Knuckles. That was it.
Or the old animated one, the old animated anime one, the TV show.
Yeah, from the OVA movie.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, remember that? He was good in that one too. Yeah,
he was really good in that one. And let me go back to Robotnik, even though I know we're gonna call him Eggman for a time
I'm
being.
Dr. Robotnik all day. I'm Team Robotnik. That's what
one of the reasons why I really enjoyed Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was because of Jim Carrey's performance as Robotnik. That is literally how you become Robotnik. You're a smartass, literally from the start of the movie to the end of the movie. You're a smartass. You have a few quips here and there, and you're an ultimate genius.
Yep.
Like you have the right to be a smartass, no matter what. And he always has something up his sleeve. He has something up his sleeve to catch Sonic for anything, bro. This is how you beat Eggman.
It's the obsession, right? It's the obsession. You know?
I'm glad they wrote him exactly how he needs to be. Now let me move on to Tails. I didn't expect it to be their first time meeting, but I'm not mad about that because this is how you build up Tails' development.
Right. Because he was always secondary, and there wasn't a lot of build up for him when he was introduced into the.
This is how you build. This is how you build Tails' character development, because you get to see how he admires Sonic day in and day out. We get to see that. Before, we all in the first movie. Well, who didn't see the movie?
I saw it. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
okay, everybody saw it. Okay,
everybody saw it.
In the first movie, Sonic talked about one of his main goals was to make a friend. Obviously, that was what the main character. But how long can that last exactly? The human character has his own life.
Right.
Yeah, he can be friends with Sonic. That's cool, fine, and dandy. But as he gets older, things are going to change for him and for Sonic and whatnot. So Tails coming into Sonic's life as not just a friend, he's going to be more like a brother to him. That's where we're going to see the build up, and I'm really excited to see that. And also, we already know how the fucking movie is going to end. With
we know it's going to go. Right.
With Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles joining up together to defeat Eggman. It's going to fucking happen. And look, this is literally the build up of Sonic Heroes.
This is why I kind of disagree, though. I don't think it might end like that. I think we might get another. No, I think it might get I think he's a red herring, Knuckles. At the end in the trailer, we saw the temple. If you go back to it, David.
Yeah, we saw it. That's
with the green.
Island.
Yes, but we saw the emeralds.
Maybe Chaos Emerald, right?
Happened with the Chaos Emerald.
Definitely a Chaos Emerald for sure. It's green. It's the green one. It's definitely a Chaos Emerald. Sure.
It was a big green one though.
It was a big one.
But the TV, but say movie Chaos Emerald's big. You see what I'm saying?
However,
I think so.
Here's the thing. I will say this. I'm not sure. I don't think it's canon because in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, there were Super Emeralds and they were big as fuck.
I think it's just the Chaos Emeralds are big in this one.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Remember in part 3, Robotnik found a way to harness the power of, and this is the game, to harness some of the power.
Hedgehog 3?
Remember, he was finding a way to power his robots in 3. That was kind of the story-ish in there. And he was using some of that in that island to power one of the Chaos Emeralds was being used. Same thing with Metal Sonic. Was Metal Sonic powered by that too? Wasn't he powered by it?
You're thinking Sonic and Knuckles.
Okay, that's what it is. Sonic and Knuckles. Okay. Yeah, Sonic and Knuckles. Because Sonic and Knuckles, he had. Remember? Okay, so Sonic and Knuckles.
But that's why I said Sonic 3 and
Chaos Emerald. Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles plus Knuckles. But there was a moment where Dr. Robotnik in there had a Chaos Emerald that he was using in one of his big machines, and he was harnessing the power from it. So Sonic and Knuckles, absolutely, and I honestly believe that's where they're kind of going, because it looks like if Knuckles is in this movie, right, then that means they're going to have to kind of base it off of the Sonic and Knuckles game thing. There's some, because remember he was an enemy at first, then you could play as Knuckles if you connect this cartridge.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying though, is that I feel like at some point, in the movie, Knuckles is going to realize, oh, this man just played me. Like, he's not really my enemy. I don't have anything against him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But my question is like, what is it about, because it's not like Sonic has the Chaos. They didn't introduce the Chaos Emeralds. They didn't introduce the Master Emerald, anything. So the fact that Knuckles is here and being manipulated by Robotnik, I want to say my theory is that Knuckles apparently had the quote unquote power first, and Sonic just so happened to have it somehow. But apparently that may have been forbidden, and Knuckles is probably pissed about that. So that's probably why
he didn't think that somebody else should wield that power outside of himself, and maybe that's why he convinced him that it was a sinister act by Sonic. Because remember, they always tried to make them seem like they were born to be enemies. It was like, this is your shit. You have to be against them because certain things inside what they call the chaos theory or whatever, where there were things that needed to be controlled, and with Sonic being outside of that force, right, being able to manipulate it using speed, that Sonic is somehow kind of like negative on that. He's actually breaking that chaos theory because he's not using it for chaos. He's actually using it for control, and that is a totally different theory than what like Knuckles was trying to do, or like Robotnik is trying to do and harness that power.
And I want to also say because the emeralds are now coming into play, I don't think it's gonna happen just yet.
No, Supersonic is fourth movie.
Supersonic is
fourth movie is Supersonic.
Because here's the thing:
Go ahead,
we need the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and the servers are the 7 Chaos.
Right.
And that's the thing about it. Also, wanted to point out that Angel Island is going to be massive.
Yeah,
it's going to be one of the groundbreaking visual aspects of this movie ever, because there is so much that are told about Angel Island, but we never really get to see like a real like actual indoor portrayal of Angel Island. We only see like a small part in like where the Master Emerald and Chaos Emeralds are, or how we see it's just a big ass island. But I really want them to like show us what is inside and all around like the secrets of Angel Island. We know it's a floating rock. We know it's surrounded by water. Now I want to see how they're gonna do the Angel Island and all that. This is gonna be a great movie. And I'm sorry, I just really like this shit.
Fight
you. I will say,
talk about this too.
Sonic being like a crime fighter, not a bad idea, because he's bored. He's bored as shit. What exactly can he do? He's bored as shit.
Sonic Adventure type shit, right? Like
yeah,
where he's into
exactly.
Sonic,
It's huge Sonic Adventure if you really think about it. But I don't think Chaos is coming in just yet.
I will say Sonic.
I don't know though. I think that might be the red herring at the end.
It's Bella. It's on Bella. It's on Bella. Go ahead, Bella.
I'm getting fidgety over here. I'm like, this is literally my game. This was the game that like was the start for me. I love Sonic. I got a fucking Genesis in my closet right now, and the Sonic cartridges, and the fucking cases, and the original artwork, and all that shit. Now, aside from that, Sonic X definitely would be like a kind of crime fighter thing. That's outside the point. I have a theory that Chaos Emerald that we see, that we're gonna think that it's the Master Emerald, then they're gonna find out that there's more.
They're
gonna
more.
See that one,
That's
and
where
they're
I'm
gonna
at.
think that this is the source, and then they're gonna find out at the end that there's actually a whole array of them, and that there's a much bigger one elsewhere. I don't think, even though it's big, I feel like it's big because this is young Sonic, so like it's not gonna translate well on screen. They're not gonna have it like a small thing, and they're not going to have it super big, because the super big one is the Chaos Emerald.
That's the big one.
The Master Emerald, and I don't
right.
think they're going to show that one first, because the Chaos Emeralds have not been introduced in the storyline yet. So I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to show that emerald first and make people think that it's the Master Emerald because it's green, but it's not actually the Master Emerald. That's coming on much later because they want to make money. They're going to make
Why not?
movies.
Why not? Why not have them? They find two a movie. They find two a movie, right?
If you're going to make an emerald that big,
no, I think it's a red herring. I think they did it on purpose. Because on the video game, it doesn't look that big. It was the 90s.
Right. So you only got to have so much.
The Chaos Emeralds or the Master Emerald?
The Master Emerald is like big. It's like I thought the Master Emerald was like big, like big.
The Master Emerald's huge.
The biggest thing in the fucking planet.
But I think they're gonna try to make us think, or at least the audience as a whole, they're gonna try to make us think that is the Master Emerald, and we're gonna later see the other ones, because we know there's more than one, of course.
For sure.
And the Master Emerald also happens to be green itself, but so is one of the Chaos Emeralds.
So one of the Chaos Emeralds is green. It's like yellow, red, green, like they're all, and remember, like it was like with Sonic and Knuckles the game, he literally harnessed the power Robotnik did in one of his creations. It was that big one with the drills for hands, and it had the red Chaos Emerald in its chest, and it was using that to power itself. And that was the part of the thing. He had found a way to kind of harness it, So like, I feel like this is what this is.
Also, I'm glad that Tails is actually flying the tornado. But
what up, Struggle?
Do y'all know that he was flying the tornado without a Chaos Emerald?
Yep, he was flying it. Yeah. Remember, the Chaos Emerald powers the tornado. So
sometimes depends. The Tornado 2 definitely was powered by Chaos Emerald.
Definitely. So that's why I feel like there is that because the way he had it set up in that machine, it looked like it was drawing power from it. So that's why I'm thinking it was just one of the Chaos Emeralds, not the Master one. Because the Master one, first of all, would have to be massive.
All I need to hear is one person say Chaos Control.
Man, Chaos Control.
No, it's not. it's not gonna happen.
Nobody sees shit.
But what I would like to see though,
he just goes chaos.
You know what? I think it's going to end. I think it's going to end like this because they're using a lot of portals in this one. They're using a lot of portals in this.
That doesn't happen until Shadow appears. Nobody knows about chaos control.
I think they're going to end it. I think they're going to end this movie with Shadow, and the reason why I say that, I'm sorry, not Shadow, Metal Sonic.
Thank you. I was about to say.
I think Metal Sonic will end this movie because Metal Sonic he's the one that will be harnessing this power, his ultimate creation, right? He's the one that's like,
I'm calling it Metal.
Not only does he have the DNA of Sonic because of the quill that he had, but he has harnesses some of the power of that green Chaos Emerald, and that's what I think this is going to be because Sonic and Tails aren't going to be able to take Metal Sonic by themselves. They're going to need Knuckles and his chaos control powers too. So I think it's got to go down like that. It's got to.
One more small comment. This literally has nothing to do with anything. Tails is so cute. I'm so glad they did him correctly.
Tails looks good. He looks great. He looks great.
That's really about Tails. Everybody like is like really well done, voice and visual.
They look great.
Let's be real. Let's be real here. Knuckles sounds sexy as fuck. Let's be real. He sounds hot.
Idris, of course.
It's Idris Elba.
He's sexy as fuck.
Here's the thing. I agree.
For Idris, that's what it is, bro. You know what it is? I bet you watch the movie No Good Deed, don't you? I know you've seen it, didn't you, Scott? You don't want to answer it.
Idris Elba failed to not make Knuckles sound sexy.
I know that is true though, and the way he slapped Sonic down, dude, was.
I mean, let's be real.
Come on.
It's still dope. He's holding him in one hand. He's like, I need your power.
Right. He's like, what the fuck you think I need?
I don't think nobody talked about this. Y'all do realize while in supersonic form, Knuckles nearly shoryukened him out of form.
I know. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and that's why I'm hoping that they do supersonic. I hope
Knuckles
they do.
Can legitimately uppercut supersonic and knock the Chaos Emeralds out of him. I don't want to hear shit from anybody.
But you know what? That's going to be the moment right there, though.
I just got to see him glide, bro. Gotta see him glide.
I want to see the glide. You know what? I want to see a chase scene where Sonic is dashing and you got Knuckles gliding next to him, right? Like, who gives a fuck about your speed, bitch? You know what I'm saying? I'm gliding next to you. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Remember the digging?
Yeah, the digging.
Something like that. That'd be dope. He does something like that.
Yeah, dope as shit.
My theory is, that is the Master Emerald, and the only way to, defeat Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles and bring Knuckles to his senses, he's going to take that Master Emerald and he's going to become supersonic.
No, because you still need all the other. It would be a rushed effort. There's no way they would do Supersonic in movie 2. Because first of all, he just met Tails. Like he literally just met Tails.
And he needs to be Robo.
I can see him maybe doing it in the third movie. There's no fuck. Listen, it would be so shit if they rushed it.
Here's the thing: you got to understand, because the servers are the 7 chaos. Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. Hold on, but the controller is the one that unifies it. So with the Master Emerald technically being the controller, it neutralizes the other Chaos Emerald. So it's not the Master Emerald that would give anything like any super.
That's why I said it just would not work. It
wouldn't work. You would need the Chaos Emeralds in order to make this.
You would have to have the Chaos Emeralds.
Yes. Yeah, using the Master Emerald would literally negate that.
It just nothing would happen. Would basically open up probably a wormhole or something and like suck the void out of you. But like it won't. There's no like. There's no supersonic for that. It doesn't.
Because in Sonic 1, you can turn supersonic.
Yeah, but you can't. No, you can't. Not in Sonic 1, dude.
There's only 6. No. You can't.
You cannot turn supersonic in Sonic 1, dude. You're talking about Sonic 2, dude. You're talking about Sonic 2
right now.
I'm talking about you can do it.
You cannot turn supersonic.
Let me get my Sonic stuff.
Is either golden Sonic or supersonic? You can do it.
Me too.
No, you cannot go supersonic in Sonic 1, dude. You're bullshitting.
With a mod, you could probably go supersonic with a mod.
Yes, with a hack or something, with a ROM hack.
Let me tell you something. You want to know why you can't go supersonic in Sonic 1? Because there's only 6 emeralds in Sonic 1.
It's
there's
not 7.
And you can even spin dash. You can't.
Facts.
Yes, you can.
really can't.
No,
No,
You
you
cannot
can't.
in Sonic
It wasn't
1.
invented
Not
then.
in Sonic. That was Sonic 2. That was Sonic 2.
Passionate about Sonic.
That was
talking about- hold on.
Sonic 2. Sonic
If you're
2 had
talking
all
about
the
the,
shit.
yeah,
It wasn't
Sonic 2 had
Sonic.
all
Yeah, Sonic 1 was
If you're talking
basic. It was
about,
more
the
basic.
Sonic the Hedgehog for Game Boy Advance, then yes, you can spin dash.
Yes, you
But
can.
cannot
Don't count.
spin dash in the original.
That don't count. You're right. That one don't
Don't
count.
count.
It's not the.
You cannot go Super Sonic in Sonic 1.
You're talking about like where you hold down and you mash whatever the A button to go the spin dash.
You can't do that in Sonic 1.
You cannot
unless
turn
it's-
Supersonic. I've never seen that in number 1.
No.
It does not. I have
No,
the
Big
game
Mike,
in
you're
the
not
first-
listening to me.
It
Big
does
Mike,
do
Big
that
Mike.
in the first one.
Okay, but like I said, but in part 1 you can like run super fast and just tap down and he does the
No,
little
that's not what
thing.
I'm talking
He
about.
does.
He's not.
No, but we're talking about Supersonic.
Hold on.
What
Big
he's
Mike is
saying.
talking about walking and then just pressing down. I'm talking about spin dashing. That's not a
Spin
spin dash.
dash.
That's just spinning. That's not spin dashing. You gotta hold down
dashing
and
is
press whatever button to mash, then you take off. That's a spin dash.
Yes.
You cannot do that in Sonic 1 at all.
At all.
Unless it's the Game Boy Advance version.
Okay, so they're
Which does
saying
not
they're
count.
saying that the one
Yes.
that was released on Android, which is kind of like some skeeviness behind the scenes, but Sonic 1 for Android looks like you can do it, but they changed a few things.
Yeah,
but like
It was
originally the one in
canon, though.
1991,
It's not canon.
the one in
Right.
1991 you cannot do it. There is no
Exactly.
Supersonic.
Not
in
even
the
Supersonic.
1990 yeah, there is none. There's mods for it.
I
But
like
there's-
said, Supersonic in part 1. You can do it.
No, you can't.
Pull up.
Like I said, it's either called
Right
golden
now.
or hyper. It's either called golden or hypersonic. You can.
No.
You
Pull up. Hold on.
absolutely can't. You want to bet money on it?
I'll bet. Oh Lord, here we
wanna bet
go.
money
Money on this right
You wanna-
now.
you wanna-
I'm
you
not
wanna
betting
lose
money
some
on it. I'm just telling you.
Alright.
I've done it.
shit.
I'm telling you,
I've done
on
it.
Sonic, you cannot spin dash in the first game at all.
Shout out to Forever
And I
21
have the
for
damn
sponsoring
game.
Shout out to
I have it on
Forever.
cartridge. I have it. I had it on my Xbox.
Shout out to Forever 21.
I
Yeah.
have the game.
Shout out to Forever 21.
Multiple-
So-
I have it on my
So
PC.
officially, right here, it says that you cannot go. It was only available in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. First appearance. I'm on Sonic's. I'm on Sega's page. It says first appearance Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Supersonic.
Yeah, why y'all doing
Now,
that?
now, now, the Super.
Oh, do you
Now,
know
Sonic 1 on Android when it got released 2
Don't
years
count.
ago, there was
Mike, why you do this?
they added Supersonic in the
Why you do
first
this,
one
man?
on Android on the Android phones when it got released for the.
To make it easier
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
little
yes,
kids. That
yes.
don't count, though.
But it was
That don't
never in the
That's what I was
original
saying.
one. The
That
original one for
don't count.
Sega did not have Supersonic. It was in Sonic
Ow,
2.
my back
Its
hurts.
first
Exactly.
appearance. So
That's
there
what I
it
was
is.
basically saying. If it was the GBA version or Android version, that the one you're talking about, you could do all those things. But no, not the
It don't
original.
count.
Not the original Sega version was not.
Yeah,
You
we're
could
talking
not
about
do
canon.
Supersonic. Yeah, you cannot.
Because Tails-
It was not enough emeralds. You still were
Limited.
missing an emerald to do it. You had to have 7. You could 6.
They only
You
put
didn't get you
6.
there. 6 you only glistened. You didn't. You're not supersonic.
even do
you know
all
what I'm
that.
saying? It really
he's got
didn't.
a
You really
good-
didn't. You just kind of like did it.
I will
That
say-
was
Just
it.
look up the story. It tells you
Y'all might
why
not
you didn't
notice.
have it in the first game.
Yeah, it says it. Yeah. So all right. So let's do this. I did
Hold
want
on.
to talk about this one
Won't-
shit, but I might not. I might just skip it.
Look, Mikey, you know we can talk about this forever. We
All I'm
gotta move
saying
on.
is that you also cannot go Supersonic and Sonic CD.
Correct. All right. I do want to talk about this really quick. And it's kind of a sensitive subject. I know sometimes these subjects, it's a long time subject, but hopefully we can get through this. I want to get through it in at least 6 minutes. I don't want to go past 4:30. But it is Sony. Okay, remember we talked about this last week. If Sony is quiet about firing the vice president of PlayStation Network for preying on boys, that it was going to be a problem. And here we are. So let me pull this up for chat really quick here so they can take a peek. So now CNET finally has confirmed that the exec under investigation for appearing in a pedo sting he is fired. So George Kakapo or whatever the fuck his name is, Kakipoo, his ass got fired.
They pronounce it
George the cock
Cachiopo.
lover.
Cachiopo.
Right.
Okay, so now here
Cachiopo.
is the statement from Sony, official statement, and this I feel like is literally not enough. But it says, we are aware of the situation and the employee in question has been terminated from employment. That's the only statement in the email that arrived about this person being fired. No reassurances that none of the other information that the kids were playing, didn't get leaked, or any other victims that he's had under this moniker of vice president. Nothing. That's it.
No
investigation. Nothing. It just says he was fired. That's it. And there was no other comment from Sony. Let me start with BitCloud on this one, dude. We talked about this last week, man. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here, man? What do you think about this shit tier response with this guy working at PlayStation?
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough this dude had access to children through this console. He had all the information to see how to get them, to come over his house. He was literally. It's not like he was caught, like, you know what I mean, like on some other shit. No, he legit had this plan set. He was ready for it. It was basically kind of like Catch a Predator. He literally was all in.
Right.
All right.
Waiting for the person.
So when you have a situation like this and someone's using your key product that is keeping you and rolling the money right now, which is PS5, you would think logically you would be the first to go out here and separate this dude from not only your brand, but from your box.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this: why are you so quiet on this guy? What are you protecting him for?
Right. What are you protecting yourself for?
Number one, this dude is not going to get another job. Let's get that straight.
Ever.
Number two, this dude would never, ever, ever, ever work with any company that's going to be synonymous with children, ever. So what are you protecting him for? If anything, you're making yourself look like you're an enabler. And if you're looking like an enabler, people are going to look at you in the boxes as, again, who is this system truly for?
Right.
That's the question.
It's terrifying.
And people don't listen to this, and they might go, oh, it's not PlayStation's fault. You're right. It's not PlayStation's fault that he's a predator. It's PlayStation's fault they're not taking the proper steps to put him on the mark as someone to avoid in this industry.
Yep.
See, you can easily you can fire anybody under the radar, and people can find out. Whispers can go around, and they'll hear different stories. But when it's something severe like this, the message needs to be loud and clear. This guy is not someone you want anywhere near a game, a child, or in this industry.
Yes.
So the fact that he is now looked at like that is what kills me personally with this. Again,
it's like, what the fuck is Sony
imagine
thinking,
if
right?
my thing is this whole thing, let's just keep it a buck. This whole thing could have been 14 times worse. What if that kid that was pretending to be undercover, what if that kid was actually not undercover and it was a random ass kid who went into this dude's house?
He would have been assaulted.
Walked in. Y'all not realize how bad that is? Like, dude, somebody actually found out later
that this kid got raped by this dude. You know what I'm saying? And he's a PlayStation fucking president of the network, which means he has access to all of his information. He's access to multiple kids' information, not just the Predator one that he did right there, like thousands, millions of kids.
Keep in mind, though, aside from that, keep in mind, it gets fucking worse too, because again, look at Activision.
Right.
Activision just got fucking they just tarnished their entire reputation in 1 month.
Yep.
Not a week, not 2 days, not 3, in 1 month. Yep. Everybody spoke up. Cameras underneath the girl stalls.
Yep.
Cameras in bathrooms. Women being sexually assaulted by their fucking managers.
Yep.
And the managers are still there.
And they kept it quiet.
And they kept it quiet.
That's the problem.
They paid probably this woman, right, to be quiet.
Yep.
No. That's not how shit should be.
Man.
That's actually one of the reasons why I'm giving props to Sony, because they took care of the situation immediately.
They did take care of it immediately, but you would think when something this big, and with TMZ probably talking about this, I think, with other Catch a Predator sites talking about this guy, you would think you would be the first, right, to use your big platform to send a message like, yo, listen, we don't tolerate this.
Right, and we will hand everything over to the authorities, to whatever information they need. Right.
Stealthily releasing somebody means that you have respect for said
Right.
person, and
you're respecting their privacy.
Right.
You're respecting their
exactly.
wishes. Right. That should not be the case.
This
it should be loud and clear, not low and slow. It should be loud and
this
clear.
Dude forfeited that type of shit the moment he used a platform like this.
He had on a Sony shirt. He had on a PlayStation fucking shirt.
Exactly. You have all this shit. He used this to prey on little boys. It makes you want. And here's the fucking part too, Sky. A lot of people ain't catching on to this. I guarantee you, this isn't his first time.
Oh no, he was too comfortable. He was too comfortable.
Let me tell you why. He was too comfortable. Nobody who, if it's your first time, you're going out the way to make sure you're safe, right? This dude was out and about in the open, letting this dude to his house.
Right.
To his crib.
This dude clearly did this shit before.
He was super comfortable enough to let the kid in his own home. He was that comfortable, which means that this is not his first rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
Bella, what do you think? What do you think about Sony's quietness about this?
I think it smells bad. I think it smells very bad because the fact that they didn't step out. Like, yeah, I guess they took care of him and quickly fired him. But see, there should have been an investigation.
Yep.
When they first started talking about it, they definitely should have said something right away. They did not.
They did not.
Yeah, they fired him. Blah blah blah. I don't care about that because there needs to be an investigation. How do they know there's not more people in more people in his area who hasn't been covering for him, who hasn't been doing the same thing? This man came out on a PlayStation 5 shirt. That is manipulation. I can't even speak straight right now because I'm just so mad. Like, that is clear manipulation. He's purposely using his status to lure these kids in, and then once he does that to them, their life is going to change. It ain't gonna do shit to him because he's already a fucking predator. But them, they're not gonna be the same person they were when they showed up.
You know what's crazy?
They were gonna show up for that bullshit.
Bella, remember?
Like, it's sad.
Bella, remember last week when we said that if he's not fired by Monday, something is up? Remember, he got fired yesterday. Mm-hmm. So it was already a whole week from last time we talked about it until he got fired before he was tossed out of there as a predator.
You know what it is, though? December is a huge month for Sony right now.
Oh, God, don't say that, Bella. That's fucked up.
I'm sorry.
That's fucked up. No.
Listen. I've worked in what would be considered the entertainment industry. They don't want bad press when they're trying to promote something else, okay? So with this, yeah, it's fucked up. There's kids involved. They don't want that press to overtake the Spider-Man. It is what it is. It's a business.
I know, and it's sad. It just hurts me. It just hurts me to think about that.
Spider-Man.
He's right. That's what I was about to say.
It hurts though. It hurts to think about that. It does.
You're right though. The Spider-Man advertisement alone is holding your point.
Right.
Yeah.
And they just leaked Love and Thunder's poster. They're taking very, very small steps to cover their tracks because they don't want that press to overtake them make money.
That is so disgusting.
Because it looks bad. It looks fucking bad. But also they need to fucking do something. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They need to come out and actually do something more than just, we just fired him. Because he's a fucking predator. He's worked there for years. You cannot tell me nobody
for years.
But you know what? Let me say this, and honestly, is actually probably more sinister than that. You know, the quiet kind of behavior could have been, please don't tell on me.
Yeah, that could be. That's true. That's true.
You know, like the dudes that pocket watch you, right? They know you. There's something that you clearly want. It might be some people out there. He might have greased some palms that keep shit like quiet. I ain't gonna lie.
That's terrible.
Hey, dog. Like, hey,
it's fucking terrible.
Dog, you like that curve under? I'll buy you that shit right now. I'll buy you a whole new PC stuff.
Dude, that shit is so fucking disgusting.
You laughing, but that's a lot of motherfuckers are.
It's so fucking
disgusting. It's probably like this. It's probably like this. It's probably the president of Sony's probably like, don't make sure you don't show them what's on my computer.
Bro,
because motherfuckers, man, listen, for them to do it this quiet and kind of hush, and didn't even, first of all, the statement they said had nothing against being a predator. It just said, we are aware of the scenario and it has been taken care of. It didn't say this was disgusting, right? It didn't say.
Take a stance.
Right. It didn't say.
They gave you a corporate robot response.
And that's why I said I would not be fucking surprised that now this guy gets taken in. We start seeing domino effects because remember, this dude probably doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison as a pedo. So I'm sure what's going to happen is he's going to say, well, look, I know I'm going down, but maybe only give me 20 years. Yeah, only give me 20 years. And let me tell you what's going on with Mr. Vice President's computer. Let me go on and tell you what was happening with the Sony director's computer. Let me show you some shit. Because there is just, I don't know any company that would do it this quietly, knowing that the position that he held and the kind of extreme way he was exposed. Right. He's on camera, and he had a PlayStation shirt on. So I know if as a platform brand, we catch somebody on the platform doing something like that, we're not going to be like, hey, we're just going to hush this shit. The first thing we're going to do is the next show, we're going to say, guys, listen.
I'm not even waiting till the next show. I'm going live that day. I will be live that day, and I'll say, you know what? Listen, Brandon the Whole Man has been found with he had bodies in his basement. He had burger bitches tied up. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the platform podcast, all of the brand late night. What are you talking about? This motherfucker is canned. We are working with the police. I'm giving him every bit of information.
What are you doing?
Listen, I'm just saying.
We need to call the police. We're not following our own shit. Let's call the police on Brandon.
Oh no, the police will be called. I will be calling them on live stream. Yo, hello, real cops. I need y'all to come.
Everybody in the chat to think to everybody in the chat think I'm fucking joking. Watch Disturbia. That's Brandon. Yeah, shut your ass up, Danny.
Anyway, man, let's get the fuck out of here, man. Let's get the fuck out. But for real though, Sony. This is not a good look, man. It's not a good look, Sony. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I feel like they should say more instead of just a silent fire.
They should be ashamed.
They should be fucking ashamed.
It's disgusting that they're holding us back because of the holiday season. It shouldn't even matter if it's holiday or not. This act was very brazen, and it was very public, and the response should be very public, and I feel like they wouldn't lose any momentum in the holiday if they just say we did a good thing. Right. We did a good thing. We protected your kids this holiday by getting rid of a predator. Instead, they're like, we're worried about our Spider-Man promo stuff, so we're gonna keep that shit low.
That's because it was one of many, Danny. That's because motherfuckers know that he is the gateway to a lot of other motherfuckers who be.
Because how could you work for somebody that long and be that comfortable with pedoism, and then you get caught, and all of a sudden there's a continental shift? Like, I don't get it. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to still pay attention to this story. Hopefully Sony does say something. It can't be too long from now. Hopefully they say something tonight or something's tomorrow, because the longer they just sweep this under, it's going to have me thinking like, damn, really, should I support it? Even if it comes out on PC, should I buy a Sony game? I don't know. But right now they took the right step as far as firing. But this non-vocal, silent, hidden, let's sweep it under the rug shit is too nasty to try to sweep something like this under the rug. Yes, if somebody like stole some money from the company and it was $1 million and it was okay, yeah, you might want to keep that because that's like a corporate thievery. But we're talking straight up kids that can be reached very easily through PlayStation Network. And we talking he had access to millions of kids. So we don't know how far he goes. And they've been there for years. So there's a lot that needs to be uncovered. So I hope they do say something. I just want them to say that we here at Sony, we take a stance. We got rid of him. We're cooperating with the authorities and we're providing them any information they need and like get reassured. Because right now it's not reassuring. It's just like we got rid of him. All right, check out Spider-Man. Like, what the fuck? So I just hope that ain't the case. All right, let's get the fuck up out of here, folks. Because we already done went over. So let's see who we raiding. Let's see.
That struggle.
Did you see the
No, don't fucking raid struggle. Fuck that nigga.
You ain't like Danny?
Nah, I'm gonna be live in a little bit though, but I got home a little too late. I didn't want to start the stream, so.
Okay, all right. So you're not live right now, Bella. Are you live?
Not right now. I'm gonna stream later. Like
no, you're not live right now, Bella. Right? You're not live right now.
She can't even hear us. She doesn't like us anymore.
Oh, I see. All right, so let's raid a Karen. I think I know that sounds bad, even though our trans. Let's raid a Karen.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Kenny.
Yes.
Did you see the meme that I put in the call?
What? I can't see it because I'm capturing the call. What does it say?
Danny.
Oh, it was Knuckles. And they brought a dead meme back.
Is it that fucking find a way shit?
Yes.
Uganda Knuckles.
Yes,
I am not.
I'm not looking at it. Fuck that shit.
I'm not participating. Look, my Ugandan friend is so pissed off about this fucking meme.
No, man,
People kept
erase that shit.
clicking at him like it's legit fucking racist, bro. And I didn't even know it was racist. I was saying, the way shit too until he was like, bro, that's hella racist.
Hey, Bella, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no clicking in Ugandan language, right?
It's not. It's racist as fuck, right? So but Big Mike loves this. Remember his Mexican? Remember Big Mike said he had. Remember Big Mike said he had a Mexican. He's Big Mike. Remember Big Mike? He said, "I got a story about you. Let me tell you a story about my Mexican." Remember he was super racist about that. All right, no, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
I will say that the drawing of Knuckles. I will say the drawing of that particular Knuckles is actually kind of funny looking.
It is kind of fucked up. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Big Mike. Shout out to Sky Mike. Shout out to Big Cloud, the Black CM Punk. Shout out to Dave D. You already know how it goes. We getting ready to get the fuck up out of here.
It wasn't even a drawing. It was just
the drawing looks crazy. Shout out to Big Mike's Mexican. You already know. Shout out to chat. We love you all. We can't do this shit without you. Show the Karen some love. Don't show her too much love because she might. Don't show Karen too much love because she might call the police. But y'all love it. You already know. We'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
I'm going straight to hell.